Alright, I'm back. Now that you can see the stream again. Jim is already back in chat because he left for 2 minutes and didn't hear the message that the game was not working with OBS. So, there you go, Jim. Welcome back, everyone, to Robocop, Rogue City. Sorry to, startle you like that. Dad's back. Dad's back. Hide the pot. I'm programmed to be the ultimate dad. Hello, scum. I need to work on my Robocop impression for this game. Okay, now let us hope that this works properly when that it's not gonna like freeze the screen again on you guys. That'd be nice if things work the way they're intended. This is what it froze on last time. Let's see what happens. Right. Okay, it's working.
You give us 3 minutes, and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire on the last Lapland reservation, killing 12.
You know, I'm curious how they could
Thankfully,
disappear for 3 years.
Our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil.
We hear that story?
Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed
That's
the
actually
lives
true
of 21
fake news
police
chat. They
officers.
didn't give you nearly enough
Here's
details.
a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products.
It's great how
that's
supportive everyone's
funding
been
and
across the
running
industry.
the Detroit Police Department.
Game reviews are mostly Robocop quotes, and the best one that fits it is, I'd buy that for it all. Everyone has used that word, though. If you look at my stream title,
According
it's
to our
even like a
sources,
reference to
the
that.
attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous
Why do y'all
new guy
Americans
in
still
town
use that opening
seems
for
to have his
news?
eye
For
on
what?
doing business in
Which
old
opening?
Detroit.
Your filthy hands off me. Shut
I'm sorry. There seems to be a
disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move.
You know what, chat? I bet that shirt costs like
Don't
$100
adjust your
just
television
because
sets.
it's like
Your
designed to be like,
regularly scheduled
counterculture.
program will be back shortly.
You thinking he's like, this guy's poor? No,
This
that's
message
money
goes
he's wearing.
out to the new guy in town.
Prodigy? Yeah, he does look like a bit of a
Seems that
fire
you're
starter,
looking to
doesn't
spend
he?
some money in this great city of ours. I'm here to tell you that the Torchheads are open for business. You may have heard of us as the #1 supplier of nuke in old Detroit. The most potent, addictive drug available in front of every
This guy hasn't heard of
convenience
fentanyl,
store,
by the way.
school, or
I
library
bet that's got
near
shit
you.
on fentanyl.
But that's not all we're capable of.
These guys are the pyromaniacs. Robocop fights in the beginning of
Let's
Robocop 3.
get
I do
you
not
up
remember
here.
that movie at all, other than Robocop flying at one point.
We'll get Officer Howard to illustrate the point.
You with
See,
a woman? You
Officer
can't even
Howard
catch
made
a
a
ball.
drug
That is a
bust that
really
cost
bad
us a
idea to
lot
say
of
that to
money.
Robocop. The guy
We
literally
wanna reward
lost his
this
wife and kid
dutiful
due to having his
officer with a
body sawed off.
performance bonus. A lifetime
And I doubt he can kick a
supply
ball
of
anymore either. Have you seen how slow he is?
Oh man, you're gonna
But thank you
have
for the bits.
time of your life. There you go. Enjoy. New guy.
Chad, do you know who wrote the
Us
plot for
Torchheads are
Robocop 2?
more than capable of doing whatever
I'll give you a
need
hint.
done in our city.
He also wrote 300.
So what is it, huh? Arson, smuggling, drug dealing, good
Craig Miller,
old-fashioned
yes.
murder. We do it all. You've got
That's
the
one of the
money,
reasons Robocop 2
we've
is
got
kind of
the
shit.
power.
And is
So
way
let's
too
talk.
and is way too try hard. And when it comes to like trying to be edgy, waterproof Robocop. You know, I never thought about, but doing crime on water would be a big problem for sitting in Robocop, wouldn't it? He wouldn't be able to do anything about that. They gave Robocop 300 abs, didn't they? If he still had a torso, he would definitely have abs. Sink
Good to
the
see you,
crime.
Murphy. Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
would New York, would Detroit, U.S. cops really be equipped with like a very European like assault rifle? Like, isn't that like the French? Isn't it? That's like it's like the FAL or something, right? Austrian, yeah, whatever. I know it's like that's definitely not the kind of gun you'd normally see like U.S. cops or soldiers using. That's just a little out of place. Yeah, it's like a bullpup design too. They're owned by the OCP, yeah, but OCP is still a U.S. company until they get bought by the Japanese. It's like the rubber bullet guns they had at the BLM protests. These are definitely not rubber bullets. These guys are prepared to fire. These are like I think this is based off the, definitely based off like European style guns. Liquor. You ignored my sub badge. I'm sorry. I got what did I probably got distracted by dicks or something. Mayo McNasty, extra big thank you to you for subscribing to me. Sorry I missed your message. I was like getting my stream working again. You know, I'm also very busy trading stocks every few minutes on my, I'm a day trader now. So I'm streaming and day trading, and right now I got a big buy order I gotta place. Okay, I'm making that bit up to give myself excuses.
Ground shaking. Judgment Day is here.
I just want to point out something. This game is a more or less a AA game. It's not like one of the big that by its name means it's not a AAA game. And it still looks really good, both graphically and aesthetically. I kind of wish we would get more games like this that are smaller in scope and not trying to be like $100 million projects. And we're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this one thing and do it well. I'd be pretty happy with that future. Also, thank you for the bits. Holy God.
Hey, handsome, we're here for the show. Go get him, Robo.
Go back to your boxes, dirt women. No, that's too robotic. Be gone, scum. This is no place for soliciting. Those gloves are tragic. Well, they go with the dress. This game looks really nice. I mean, this is Unreal Engine 5, I think, so it's pretty much guaranteed almost at this point. But also, it does a good job at aesthetic and realizing like a really seedy Detroit. And also like the 80s retro kind of like, look. Good acting? No, the acting is not in this game's forefront. It did not do a good job with that bit. It's one of the things that's being pillared for the most, is the voice acting is pretty shit.
Don't bother. She's only jonesing.
It's jonesing, man. Kitty? Where? Here, cat. This officer would like to pet the pussy. There it is. Oh, is he gonna do it? That is littering. I must write you a ticket. Stop right there, scum. You love when cats do that? Dex has only recently started doing that. She didn't used to do it, but now she's been like pushing my salt shakers, trying to get them close to pushing them off the table. I don't know where she learned it from. I haven't, like, she hasn't been influenced by anything, but she's recently started doing it.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of body bags. I'm gonna give you 10 milligrams of diazepam to make it.
Don't be cheap, honey. Make it double.
It's in their DNA to like push things off tables, huh? I missed the man falling down, that's fine.
We can't wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir... Roger that. Over and out.
What is the situation?
Goddamn OCP tells us to stand down till SWAT arrives. That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on the way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
He's like, I don't
If
know,
that's the
an
case,
immigrant.
Let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic!
Why can't I get a promotion instead of dying?
There you are, partner.
Lewis,
The hell is going on up there?
Sorry, dude. The police want us to release the hostages. So no hard feelings.
You know, it's actually very hard to break the glass
you
in one of
can't go
those
in yet.
because
We
it's
need
kind of
to wait for
designed
the
to resist that.
reinforcements.
reinforcements
That
have
broke
arrived.
like plate
I
glass
knew you'd
in your
say
home.
something like that.
We need to find another way.
They have
It
to
is
punch
too
the guy. Well,
dangerous
they
to
wanted.
cross.
You know what?
For
Good
me.
point.
But you
That
can
point,
take the
punching
heat.
him wasn't necessary.
Go. I'll figure something out.
Full pain would
Besides,
sooner fall out. Yeah,
you
that's
could do
actually
with
like
a head
the.
start.
There's like a famous business
Go
guy
on.
that was showing off how unbreakable the glasses are, and he like threw himself into it, and the pain came out of its fairings rather than actually shattered. All right, get ready to start humming the theme song, chat.
How much do you think I can get for it?
Is it gold?
Chad, do you remember when mohawks were considered like a sign of like you're a part of a criminal gang? I don't know why the 80s always depicted the mohawk as like, yeah, this is a haircut for crime.
Guys, we've got company. Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Drop it, scum.
Oh shit! It's Robocop! Bastard! Shot him!
Balls. Dead or alive, your balls are coming with me. And I got an achievement for shooting this man in the balls. Only dick shots? Yes. It is the weak spot, after all. I was programmed by OCP. I gotta ask, why would I ever pick up any other handgun in this game when I have the best handgun at the very beginning that has infinite ammo? Like, I don't see the point of ever like, yes, I must pick up this 9mm. Crime evidence goes directly toward the police retirement fund. That guy's dick just exploded. I mean, after I shot it. Scumbags finish last. Hold on. I got an idea. Alright, scum. Do you remember when you went camping as a child? Oh, that's right. You didn't have a father figure. But you know how to roast, right? Okay, this doesn't seem to be killing you. Five. I was trying to teach her a lesson. Roasted s'mores. See, that would have been really funny if he actually did have... You could set them on fire like that, and I just... Because fire doesn't hurt me as Robocop. So that'd have been a nice touch. Just like, pick them up, walk into fire.
Evacuate immediately.
You can't grab them by the balls? I'm kind of glad you can't. That'd be a little too much.
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the basement.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a key card from the janitor. It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you.
But my way would have been funner, Lois.
They sabotaged the elevators and staircase too. They obviously don't want to be disturbed.
Question, have all of you seen the Robocop movie? The first one, that is? How does he know it's stolen, by the way? That's just someone's wallet sitting there. I think that's what we call someone just left their wallet, Robocop, not stolen. No, it was stolen. I sprinkled some crack on it.
Fresh.
It is stolen property now. As is this. Never saw the Robocop movies. We only really need to see the first one. I'd still recommend it. It's still fun to watch even today. It's one of those movies that is kind of timeless, no matter when you watch it.
I can smell some burnt-in
Any more tricks up your sleeve?
I shoot only for the balls, Lois.
What a warm welcome, don't you think?
You know, guns are quite powerful in this game, I've noticed. People aren't very bullet spongy, and I appreciate that. Or maybe their balls just really are the weakness. Breasts make us less prone to evil. You know what? I knew they were good for something. It's where the love is stored. Nuke. The dick shots are amusing. You know what? It will almost never be not amusing to watch someone be like, kind of like tapped in them, but in video games you can't watch them be shot and it's fine. Males have a lot of empathy for that, so. But when you make it a robot doing it, it's infinitely entertaining. I did have this set to normal, right? Yeah, okay, just making sure. I think it's just this opening level where they go down this easy.
I gotta say, I did not expect such a big crowd.
You're like shooting guys in the dick. It's canon appropriate for this game, alright? Like, you expect me to deny the canon? I'm not sure what I'm at. This isn't like money, it's like experience, right? Is Robocop an easy choice when you have Starfield, Assassin's Creed? Yeah, this was an easier choice actually. Oh. Lois, stop taking my kills. Has Robocop appeared in Fortnite yet, chat? Am I even gonna play Modern Warfare 3? I don't know. Like I said, if I do it, I'd probably want to like get through it in like one day and hopefully within 2 hours so I could return it, because I don't really want to pay $70 for a game that's really only like 3 hours long. Is Lois still his partner in Robocop 2? Yes. She is, yeah. She's in 3 as well. But spoilers, I think she actually dies in 3. I think I remember that happening. Robocop is in Fortnite. Object investigation. Robocop can use vision mode.
I am detecting a short circuit. We need to isolate the cables.
I think I've got something just for that.
Assisting the global gene pool right now? Thank you. You're welcome. Lois, your saliva upon that gum would actually cause a further short circuit to happen.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort. They're holding everyone in the studio. It's on the 30th floor.
Yeah, a friend in college had to get the reduction surgery. I mean, yeah, it can actually be big enough to be a detriment. Huh? Both headaches and back pain and everything else, and finding clothes that fit.
So, our friends in blue finally decided to join our glamorous show. I'm afraid you're too late for my
Chad, did you know that all criminals from the 80s and 90s were masters in electrical engineering and could, like, on the fly, whip up a signal they could send directly to an elevator shaft anywhere in the building they just criminally took over?
So don't skimp on the
I don't know how they did it, but they just all had, like, degrees in electrical engineering, I guess.
What a freaking psycho. We need to be quick before they
You want to listen to Prodigy?
Else.
I'm a fire starter.
I know that.
Twisted fire starter.
You saw something, didn't you?
We are here to enforce the law, Lewis. Let us stay focused.
Right. Just keep in mind that I'm here if you
You didn't know boobs can cause pain? Well, it depends on the rest of the body. You kind of big boobs require like bigger shoulders and stuff too.
Bags detected.
Just look at that, boys. The police dog and its bitch.
Not sure which one is
That is
which.
very un-PC
You're
of you.
gonna take that back.
Bitch is a derogatory term. Fake IDs. Lois, I have discovered that shooting things is fun. So many testicles just came around that corner. I like how people just like get magnetically pulled into my hand. It's like I'm using the force on these guys. Wasted opportunity to let me like scan their faces on the photocopier. Did you play as me in Fortnite? You did? Good. Then you know how to dab. Any illegal drugs and wallets in this area? No. You throwing people out the window just remind me of the Force Unleashed, where you can throw people using force powers into space in the... It reminds me of a game most of you have probably never played or heard of, but you probably have heard the movie it's based on. You remember the Tom Cruise movie where he's like a police officer who arrests people before they commit crime? I forget the name of it though. Shit, what was the name of it? It was like, we gotta stop Minority Report. There was a video game on Xbox, the original Xbox for Minority Report. It was basically a brawler, but they like filled that game to the brim with like glass windows that you could throw people through. So that for the short length of the game, you would like toss every enemy through a window. Much like I'm shooting every enemy in this game in the balls. Strong antidepressants. Don't you yearn for more immersive sims? I don't know. I feel like one good immersive sim per year is actually perfectly fine.
It's your fault they'll die!
You face criminals who have taken hostage. You have only a few seconds. Okay.
Thank God you've come. This lady really needs to see a doctor.
Murphy, these people need help. Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Right.
This is Lewis. We have rescued 3 hostages, one with a gunshot wound to the abdomen, requesting urgent medical assistance. Over.
What do you think the police reports for a situation like this is? Like, we have like 30 perpetrators who have all died to aggressive groin shots from exploding bullets. Actually, what kind of gun was the Robocop pistol? Was it like a 357 mag or something? I don't think they ever actually gave you the details. Modified Beretta, but isn't like a Beretta just like a 9mm or 45? Because the size of it kind of like makes you think like a Desert Eagle. Yeah, it's like a Desert Eagle that fires like, I guess it's like a Desert Eagle that has like a 3-shot burst. Just say this, I was in fear for my life. You're a Desert Eagle with a 3-shot burst, if you know what I mean. I mean, that's not an insult if you do have a 3-shot burst. Quite the compliment, in fact. Halt. Guys were turned into Gorm. Did they shoot their friend? It'd be nice if the game had some kind of adaptive difficulty, sort of like Metal Gear Solid 5 did, where if you keep shooting people in the dick, they all start wearing crotch armor. Dart seems like the kind of guy where if a woman tries flirting with him, he jokes he'll just respond back plainly. Well, that's the thing, responding back plainly in a most oblivious manner possible is a joke in itself. Pretending that you're clueless when someone is horny for you is the height of comedy, chat. So when the next time a lady is like, I'm so wet for you now, babe, you go like, oh, let me get you an umbrella. Hate for you to get a cold in this kind of weather. I am Robocop. I sell propane and propane accessories. Was that jank? That felt like jank. Yeah, when you're trying to move it around next to walls, it gets a bit janky. Hate to be a criminal in this world. Jaywalking would get Robocop just comes charging in the street to beat the shit out of you. Well, no. Robocop is actually a pretty fair cop. It's only if you respond with violence that he just goes all, you know, on your ass and shoot your balls off. What does Robocop do to white-collar criminals? One of those he did shoot out of a building. Famously at the end of Robocop 1. Which weirdly made the guy's arms get really long as he fell for some reason. Hi, that's Rainbow 6 just to press the cyborg. Rainbow 6. If I had green screen options set up on my OBS, I could put any video I wanted on this if I wanted to. Why didn't I think of that? I knew that was in the game. The kitchen of the future, today. Calculating. Calculating. What up, Dart fan? What up, Kabuno? Calculating optimal ball trajectory. Are you on a movie set for some? We're in like a news studio, so I'm assuming they have like sets here for like different things. Well, a TV news studio, so maybe they also do like other recordings here. You know when they just sometimes need sets for news too. You know, like the kitchen set when they have like the cooking guest on. That's what this would be for, right? It's like, well, Pamela, let me show you how to make my new casserole from my latest book, Cooking and You, and Your Dog, and Your Kangaroo. On sale now. First, you start with this, like that kind of stuff. And this is the news desk, where there's drugs. You know news anchors are on coke all the time, probably, so it's not surprising. Wager 1/3 of Hollywood is on coke. I mean, how else are they supposed to stay so thin? I mean, well, that deal with the stress, or like need the energy to get through it all. Today we are going to try my new Beretta made chili. I mean, I've literally seen someone cook with a gun as a spatula before. You know, from where I come from, chat, coke is rarely come across. It's usually like, you know, meth or prescription drugs. So when I was up, you know, up in the up north, the beginning of last month, didn't expect to come across so much coke use, as well as the fentanyl in the subway.
Darling, could you get the napkins from the cupboard?
Yes, honey.
Sure thing, Mom. What are we having?
It's a surprise. Little man, have you washed your hands?
Country clubs are, you know, common for coke usage.
I really have to. I wasn't.
I mean, when you're around that kind of like, you know, clientele, how do you not develop an addiction of some sort?
Of course you do. No more discussion.
McDonald's.
Darn. What about Dad? Is he gonna be back for dinner?
Oh, that is tiny little TV. What's on the new? What's on? Just imagine to sit down to like, oh, you need to squint and see my TV. Is it weird that country clubs kind of scare you? No, they're like they're like overly priced. Like, hey, do you want to like a place where you can like play golf and talk about stonks and, you know, other such weird things?
Alex, what do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern. James really looks up
So,
to
Chad, you know how with that phantom limb syndrome, when you lose like an arm, you still feel it? Robocop here has lost everything but his head, so he has to have a lot of phantom sensations going on, right? I'm wondering how far that goes. Is it not just like legs and arms, but other appendages? Country clubs are usually just excuses for dads and grandpas to go out drinking during the day. Well, you can do that without the country club, but otherwise you have to go to like a bar or something. So it's a more respectable place. But some of them do use it for like business related stuff too. You can like meet other people with similar income levels who might want to, hey, you want to start a business? You know what? Fuck it. You guys are gonna suck it. I'll do it myself. Oh wait, I can't. The left one. Come over here. Kill this one. Come over here. Finish this one off. I want to redo this part. Come on, chuck a grenade at me. I can't crouch. I'm Robocop. You believe this stuff, buddy? He kills your friends, but they can't kill you, and now he sucks at killing me. You're lucky my programming doesn't allow me to hurt innocents, or I would just like plant one in your head because I feel sorry for all of us. Buddy, we're having a conversation over here. Alright, fine.
I'm hit.
You think you'll see consequences for that? Yeah. Maybe less experience. You can really check, but I'm good.
No sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying here! Get me another one of those choppers, like the one that took Soot! You hear me?
You work so hard, honey. Why don't you take some leave? We all could use a little break from this reality, don't you think?
Wakey wakey! I'm talking to you, Shiny! Stand back from that door, or I'll shoot her! I swear to nuke!
I don't know what I would do if I ever
Swear
lost
to your drug.
You got 3 seconds!
I swear to crack, I'll do what I'm...
Our family is the only thing I need to be happy.
2! Are you fucking deaf?
Promise me, we will stay like this forever.
1! Last chance, weirdo!
I love you so much, Amos.
People have so much blood in this game. Those lips are alluring.
You okay there, Murphy?
They're just fillers, man. Don't be like drawn in. That's all they are. You know, some people get the Brazilian and also the really slutty like porn lips combo. That's what Robocop's got.
Get it away from me!
I am sorry.
Can you see? It's unstable! Ma'am, please, calm down. It's been a very tough evening, and I assure you that everyone wants to be back home with their
The
families.
lips have been holding your attention. I brought this up in the when I played the demo of the game, that we started talking about Robocop's dick-sucking lips, and it was a much longer conversation than I expected out of that topic. Back when Detroit was a real city. And not like the in-dungeon in an RPG. That's true. Well, the only body part visible is going to be the lips for most of the, the film. You might as well make them, like, presentable. I'm starting to think every woman in this game is either a cop or a prostitute.
Cash? No problem. Do you take singles?
Get back in line.
They're here.
You killed a lot of people there, Robocop.
Good job, Murphy.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Officer Lewis, you were remarkable.
Soot ran off with his tail between his legs.
Would have been nice if we caught him, though.
All right, all right. Are you done with this circle jerk, huh? Good. We've got a problem.
The malfunction caught on camera provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a machine? Especially one as unreliable as Robocop. We asked Max Becker, the head of security concepts at OCP.
Now quiet!
We would never put a defective product on the streets. That's not what we do.
Becker.
We all saw it.
Chad, did every like obnoxious 80s businessman in TV and movies always have like a name, a last name synonymous with like dick? You had Pecker from Ghostbusters, then you had Becker here. I feel like that was a common theme.
This was
CEO types had to have a name that resounded with cock.
Thank you.
Mr. Becker, I've got more questions.
And as you got older, everyone, I think I've heard, you've definitely heard the argument these days that like Pecker, the guy from Ghostbusters, was 100% correct in what he did. Like everyone's like, when you're a kid, like, wow, that guy's horrible. He like shut down the Ghostbusters machine. But then you're like an adult, like, wait a minute. He was right. They had like an unregistered nuclear device in the middle of New York City that could go off like a bomb. He was 100% right to talk about that and bring them up on charges.
We know what's in Murphy's head. It's what's in yours that worries us.
Push me, and you might just find out. You, follow me.
Guy from Ghostbusters is doing his job from the EPA, yeah. But it was the 80s, man. They're like, hey, who fuck? Look at this pussy who cares about the environment. You're about catching ghosts around here.
On the double.
On it, Sarge.
Actually, isn't there like an option to turn on like screen, like, yeah, there's, fill the view, VSync, resolution. Okay, maybe not. I thought there was like an option to have like scan lines on it, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, scan lines appear when you go into like visor mode. Boston makes me feel good. Boston, Boston, Boston. Motor City is the first where the police are owned by a private corporation. They predicted so much. Most Law and Order looking set police station ever. You know, it's pretty much like they just like copied the one from the movie. Pretty accurately too, from what I recall of it. Remember, this takes place in like the 2040s, by the way. They didn't even try to make the world feel sci-fi. They just like, we just want normal world with robots. Stinky situation. Talk to Officer Estevez.
I can deal with blood, guts, but puke is a no-go for me. Oh, be a sport and move his ass to the drunk tank for me. You got your special gloves.
Here's a
and
real
extra
question. Could
protection,
Robocop
so you
solve the
shouldn't
Kira
mind.
case? Is this the Death Note thing? I mean, it would be hard to kill since
I owe you
I'm
one,
pretty sure the
Murphy.
public didn't know Robocop's
Oh, no.
actual name.
The smell is following you. I'm gonna be sick.
Lois, I am here to help you find a date for the next police ball. I have found the perfect man for you. The new guy? Mission? Fortune? Downs, I know there's a marker over there. Don't worry. I'm just like looking around. You shot the Apple commercial, was on a plane, so I had to shoot at a soundstage where they just had tons of set pieces for planes. Yeah, it's probably way cheaper than like actually leasing a plane. All right.
This seat is uncomfortable.
Let's have an advantage over Akira since almost no one knows his real name.
Look
You get it from
who's back
OCP.
home. Just toss him in one of the empty
Honestly, would his
cells.
old, even knowing his old name even work? Because at that point, he basically was Robocop. Oh no, he started calling himself Murphy again by the end of it.
Finally. Home.
You know, it's offensive to call the homeless Stinky.
Robo-Pig! Why do you have to spoil our fun all the time? You metal freak!
Yeah, you're clearly the bitch in someone's relationship with that collar and lock around your neck. Ooh, got him. You'll look real cute in prison. Thank you for the bits, by the way.
Hi, Murphy.
Okay, you got nothing. Wish Robocop had more stupid, blankly delivered one-liners. I think he actually does have quite a few in this game. But I will provide as many of them as I can, best of my ability. I am already a flat, monotone man after all, so doing a robot voice isn't that hard.
God damn it, when will this be fixed?
Don't hold your breath. OCP isn't looking to spend a dime on our equipment.
I honestly thought she was talking about her bra. Oh no, is this lady talking about her locker?
What seems to be the problem?
My damn locker won't open. Can you try?
Stand aside.
Wait, what is all this shit doing in my locker?
We wanted you to be safe out there.
Hey, Retro Codex, man, they give it 23 months.
Yeah, you guys, very
Just
fine.
beat the fuck out of the locker. No, you yank it off. They filled her locker with smoke bombs for some reason. What do you think this guy's trying to prove? Like, yeah. This ain't sexual harassment. It's your office, It's how we are here at the police station. Do I think I could beat Rod Sterling? Who's Rod Sterling? He's proven that he's natty. You know, with that physique, I do have to believe that he is natty. That's something that YouTube has been showing me a lot of recently, is like videos of just like mutants, like inhuman mutants of like meat.
There's my
It's like, just look at me flex. It's like, yeah, they're all vegan naturals too. I swear the amount of people on gear these days is sky high, chat. Like no one, just like everyone's on it anymore. Like you can now get it so cheaply and easily, so everyone's like, well, why not? Downtown news. Citywide manhunt away for known suspects of attacks. Ain't on the Liver King. Gear, SARMs, and basically steroids, but they don't, no one really actually takes steroids these days. It's all about SARMs. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but it's like, you know, more advanced steroids. You don't have to inject them as needles, you can just take them as pills. And they have technically fewer side effects. You're not as likely to, like, die while taking them, but they still, like, not exactly great for your health. He was a guy who did Twilight Zone and had a voice and imagination that raised me. So say nothing, the oldie monster movies I love to this day. You know what? That's kind of cute. Not to be detrimental, but I think that's cute. I have a friend who's like actually quite young. He's like mid-20s now, but his grandparents basically raised him because his father and mother were like drug addicts. But because of that, he developed like a love for a lot of older television shows. So he would like go and watch, what is it, the Andy Griffith Show with his grandparents all the time, and just kind of loves it because of that. Because they would always be watching it. So it's like he's developed an affection for it. You know, that's like that one where there's like the whistling at the beginning. Like, for some reason I can't whistle. Yeah, something like that. Like, yeah, I think it was like, yeah, that and Gilligan's Island is what he said he'd like watching all the time because, you know, yeah, that's what his grandparents watched. Alright, let's get in here and get ourselves checked out. Robocop is one of those cult classics. Robocop is not a cult classic. It is just straight up a popular classic. Cult implies that it has like a niche audience, I feel. And people throw it around a lot. Like Robocop is like everyone knows about Robocop. That was a hugely successful and influential movie.
Why don't you take a seat for me?
Cult classic would be more like Evil Dead. Do all of you and your shitty friends...
That's a nasty
all of
scar.
you and your friends share
I'd like to see
shitty
the
childhoods?
other guy.
No, I know quite a few people that had very normal childhoods.
Trust me.
Don't mind me. I'll just get this off.
Isn't there a pill that also gets rid of the fat that has very little to do with side effects? There is a new one
here's
going
the deal,
around.
Robo.
It's like a diabetes drug
The
that's
old man
apparently
is not
very
happy
good at
with your
burning fat. I believe it's currently like being
Instead of
given to
sending you
people.
to the scrapyard as I suggested, he wants to fix
Ugh. No wonder you keep the mask on. What's my
Hey,
favorite
pretty
Friday the 13th movie?
You sure know how to make an
I
impression
really only
on
like the
ladies.
one where the little girl is
Doesn't
like
it
with psychic
hurt him?
powers.
Hurt.
She like
Lady,
brings
he's a
Jason back to
machine.
life.
He's legally dead. We can do whatever we want with him.
No, madam. It does not hurt me physically.
So we're going to
Emotionally, though.
equip you with a little
I'm
monitor
crying
chip.
inside.
It will do a real-time check of your systems so we can get to the bottom of what the hell is wrong with you. From now on, your performance will be monitored.
Though, if
and
I'm also
graded.
being completely honest, I think Jason in Space is ironically just one of the most entertaining things you can ever watch. Dude, it's one of those so bad it's kind of
Chip
good
is in.
movies.
Let's see what we have here.
I still remember like a scene of like just like two girls like, we can have premarital sex, and then just to like make a joke out of how that's who was always dying in the movies. Oh, but it's still a shit movie and you shouldn't really watch it. But you can have a laugh. All main objectives completed. 1008. Secondary objectives 0. All studio hostages saved. Oh yeah. Pieces of crime evidence collected. Watch Leprechaun in Space. I've always heard about the Leprechaun movies as being just like comedy horror. Especially the one with like Leprechaun in the Hood or something. Yeah, it's like everything is like goofy as hell, isn't it? Each time you achieve a new goal, you receive a skill point. Yeah, I know how that works. Combat. Deduction. 0% more deduction. 0% more experience from notes. Scanning lets you more often detect helpful information, such as safe combinations or discover hidden objects in rooms. Marks the location of valuable items and data on your map. Enhanced learning. Gain 30% more experience points. It might be worth it to spend the first couple levels quickly getting up to that, then you like level up like crazy for the rest of the game. But I don't know. I'd rather get like more dialogue options maybe. Because you know what? Highlights favorable dialogue options. Lowers outcome thresholds for the main character. More words in my Robocop game. Hmm. There we go. Doubles earned public trust points. There we go. What's another movie that would make a great game if handled properly like this one? Total Recall. In fact, this developer after this Robocop game, I hope they make a Total Recall game.
To be sure, let's make a simple test to check that all circuits are in order. What are your prime directives?
And they would have to have the scene with the three-breasted like lady in it, obviously.
Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Okay, nothing disturbed. However, like with any new upgrade, I recommend visiting the range to
And
check if
a
you
Total
need
Recall game could do a lot for like
everything.
Actually, the NES Total Recall game is like legendarily like one of the worst games ever made.
My
So
name
getting
is
a
Dr.
good Total
Olivia
Recall
Blanche.
game would,
I'm a
you know
police
what? It's
psychologist.
deserving of it.
I specialize in
It's been
dealing
like
with
30 or
police
some odd
officers
years since the
suffering
last
from
Total Recall
emotional
game.
trauma.
Emotional trauma. Might as well talk to the microwave. It hasn't been working properly
Emotional trauma.
OCP wanted to see if you'd be willing to have a talk with me as part
Proper
of your
Starship Trooper. You like
evaluation.
Starship Troopers as
I
well,
noticed
as well as
that a
Escape
great
from
deal
New
of
York
care
is too.
has been put into making sure that your mechanical
Home Alone?
components work.
How about a
However,
Home Alone
one
game?
aspect of your composition that has been severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
There is a Home Alone, a good Home Alone game then.
If it was up to me, I'd remove it altogether. What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I
Save us a lot of
definitely
hassle.
look at that pain in that man's face.
I don't mind the hassle. So what do you say,
I
officer?
think you're the bits, by the way.
Is that possibly something that could be of interest to you?
I am not sure.
Robo, Reed wants everyone in the briefing room in 5. It's about the new guy.
But I have not yet had my lip filler.
Excuse me, Dr. Blanche, but I am needed elsewhere.
But
Much as I want to see you cover Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 because your suffering is entertaining. Fear the game is so bad. Well, it's really short. It would take me like 2 to 3 hours to get through it. So I can't really suffer that much in such a short period of time. That being said, I haven't decided if I'm going to play yet or not. Be right back, folks. I think the gang wants to game. But I gotta go get combat stims going. By that, do you mean Monster Energy drink? I go get my combat stims. You like to see suffering? You know, there's literally 2 video games called The Suffering, right? Weed, your combat stims, like how these good high. You know, I don't know if that actually, like, well, you know, usually you need methamphetamines for a combat stim. It's completely understandable. I mean, the ideal way of playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 would be to play it on easy mode, and get through it with under 2 hours so you could return the game to Steam. So if I could pull that off, maybe. Because I really, the most painful thing would be spending like $70 on that game.
Step right up and press the button. 50 points is what OCP calls a passing grade. Shouldn't be a problem to you.
I am disappointed there are no balls on these targets. Shouldn't this gun have like a switch to switch it to like, instead of burst firing mode, to like single shot?
Good job. I'll let the eggheads know that you're good to go. See you in the briefing room.
Do I get a prize? I'm all for shorter games as long as the content is worth it. Now Modern Warfare 3 is not worth it. Well, that's too short. There's a difference between like short, like this game is only like 20 hours long, which I feel is like optimal length for a game anyways. It's once you get past 20 hours, you have to start doing more to justify the length. So, you know, like 15 is also a good length. Like a short game to me is like 10 hours. Which is usually like reserved for games that like have a very central core idea for what they want to do, and they focus on executing it.
The media's named the new guy in town showed up in the city. The word on the street is that he wants to spend a lot of money in old Detroit, and that has made every gang in the city start advertising their services. We need to find him before things get out of control.
Where do we look?
There's a guy out there who wants to spend a lot of money. Obviously, this is a crime.
Robo,
what?
I want you to start by checking the arcade downtown. It's become a high activity
Didn't know
area
that was illegal, officer.
Understood.
Everyone else, keep your eyes open. Any questions?
Any word on Briggs?
What happened to Briggs?
He's been missing since yesterday.
Shit.
Officer Briggs remains missing. That's over 24 hours since he's been in contact with anyone here.
Are the two cases connected?
No reason to assume so. But if anyone finds Briggs' informant, we might learn something new. All right, now get out there.
You go ahead, partner. I need to write this report, and there's something else I need to do first.
Very well. This is, after all, a single-player game. I guess the upstairs part of the police precinct is like off limits. All right.
Murphy, could you please help me out here?
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Reed is in the briefing room, and I have my hands full. There are so many complaints filing in that I can't keep up. It's getting crazy in here. Could you open up another line and help me?
I am here to serve the public trust.
Take the spot on the podium. You're a lifesaver, Robo.
This line is open. Please form an orderly
Oh
queue.
god, I want to know what the clown dude's here for.
Officer, I have a problem. My neighbors are hostile toward me. I think it's because they're jealous of my new dog. Why would they get so worked up every time I take him for a walk?
What's up, 420? How you doing?
He has a beautiful red coat, so I call him Fire. He likes to hide, so sometimes I have to yell, Fire! Fire! to find him. Anyway, can you do something about my neighbors?
Citizen, my stupidity meter is peaking. That is a dumb name for a dog. I'm gonna find this dude for naming his dog Fire.
Your behavior disrupts public order. I must issue a ticket.
That's fine. I don't mind paying the price for having the cutest dog in all of Detroit.
Next, please.
Play a
I got something for you, officer. I know where you can find a wanted criminal. A poster over there says there's a reward for that information, and I want it.
I want details.
Are you blind? I'm the guy from that poster, so here I am. Now, give me the money.
I will have to detain you.
Fine, but I still get the reward, right?
Chad, this game is making being a police officer seem really easy. No, you do not.
No.
You cops don't appreciate honesty.
Take him away. Next, please.
Officer, I would like to report my son missing.
How old is he?
He's 24, but he's never been gone for so long without letting me know.
How long has it been?
Just over 2 days now.
This lady's son is 24. She looks like she's 24.
72 hours.
Oh, please, I'm begging you. Something's not right. You really need to find him.
Come back and provide me with details.
What is his name and address?
George Elkins, 7706 Orchard Avenue.
Let me check. Your son was found dead 2 hours ago.
What? Oh, no.
Well, mission complete. Happy fun time. 2 goofy ones, and then like, oh yeah, there is sadness in the world. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, NPS. Age is just a number? I mean, it truly is. The robotic grief counseling. Do you think I was programmed with that? This is like technically 2040s, but it's clear the 1980s. They didn't understand the word therapy at that point. Foreign concept. Just gotta walk it off.
Cruiser's ready for you, Robo. Go get him.
Clearly 420 police station. You want to leave the area? Yes. You're having 420 right now? Is it a good high then? I feel like that's what you asked one. Like, is it a good high? Like, how do you like have a conversation with like, hey, is it a good high? Yeah, it's totally. Usually they'll like with the way they speak will tell you it is, right? About to pour some wine too. Someone's getting fancy watching these streams. Can Robocop get high? Interesting question. He could, because in Robocop 2 there is a robot that is just like Robocop, but he's got a drug addiction.
Fall to the ground. Believe me, just burn it all.
Excuse me, homeless, degenerate. There is a cat. I will excuse your degeneracy, and you'll actually come here and pet this thing. I no longer have human hands. Wait, is he going to? No. That's how you know he's a true degenerate, Chad. He will not pet the cat. I am now writing you up for loitering. Loitering is one of those, like, bullshit crimes, isn't it? It's like, you were standing here too long. That's a ticket.
Coming up, is your air freshener secretly killing you? Find out at 11.
Oh, yeah. And this is extraterrestrial marketing. Another commercial stuff with subliminal messages is being filmed behind the courthouse. They won't fool us again. River littering trend. Or is it just a cover story to feed the sea monsters lurking just below the surface? Signs. Interstellars paint their names on the buildings around the laundromat. That is how they will keep ownership of the entire town unless we stop them. Yeah, this game's a little goofy. The touch goofy. How much have you played of the game? Not a lot. We've only just started playing it tonight. So we've only done the opening. And is this game good so far? Oh, I played the demo like a month ago and I liked it. And that was what convinced me to like buy the game. You may get drunk. You make it sound like, you know what? You're still thinking it over. Did you hear that Wonder Woman game is supposedly being made a live service game? Well, that just means I won't have to worry about thinking about it or playing it. How do you make a live service game out of Wonder Woman? It's Wonder Woman, not Wonder Women. Unless they're going to change it to that. Usually live service games require multiplayer. And after the Avengers game kind of bombed and no one liked it, you think they'd give up on that. And also the Batman Children game also sucked and no one wanted to play that.
Murphy, this is Reed. Mayor Kuzak just stormed into my office. Apparently, his niece's car has been stolen. Find it. This goes to the top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local garages. For the record, it's a blue SUX 6000, registered to Melissa Kuzak.
Wait, I have the registered trademark for SUX 6000. My lips are the SUX 6000.
The shoes I found.
This is now a copyright violation. Gwop lips. You know what? I'm a little disturbed that I know what that sound effect you're describing is, what you're like going for with that joke. Congrats on you though, that is actually pretty original. Gwop lips. FF9 reference? No, I'm not even close.
I might be a little late filing my tax return, but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name, but I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
Chad, would you drive a SUX 6000?
The whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
The name seems a little on the nose.
To search the shop.
I know what the world's like.
Does it
Can a
suck
man
you?
go about
You know
his
what?
business without being harassed
Considering
all
the
the
world
damn
we
time?
live in, I would not be surprised if Elon tries to make a car that does exactly that at some point, and then like constantly tell you about how it'll do that to you. Oh, I can use psychology.
Concealment of information detected.
You think you can scare me with that technical mumbo jumbo?
Come clean now, or there will be serious repercussions.
Okay, you win.
Lies
So
detected.
there's this boy, Scott. He works for me on and off.
He's the genius of
He
our,
might have
the
something to do with the
generational
case.
genius, I know, right?
Let me open his
Who
locker.
else could think of a dick-sucking car?
That's his locker. Go on, have a look. And what do you reckon? Is he your man?
For the time being, where is the suspect?
You see, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I
You
knew
know,
he must
Elon
be in
ends up
trouble.
impoverished. It's
I've
very difficult to go
overheard
from that
him many
level of
times
wealth
talking
to
about a place
impoverished.
where he does car jobs on the
Literally
side.
almost impossible.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the local storage compartments.
Tell me about this, Scott.
Tell me why you think he is responsible.
He's young, bright, and would like to rule the world. I get it. But nearly every month, he gets himself
His
in
kids
trouble.
don't talk to him. I think there's like one or two that don't.
Assumptions.
His
I'm
family's
not a
weird
cop,
though.
But I've seen many things in my life. And where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
Is he a temporary worker?
You could say that. We fall out a lot because he brings a lot of hot stuff to the shop, and I'm not okay with it.
And you let him come back?
It's hard to make an honest living these days. That's why I understand his struggle, and I let him come back. Working here keeps him out of trouble. And to be frank, it's not easy to find such a good mechanic either.
He's a con artist to the core. I sense a lot of, like, negativity in this chat, didn't I?
Why did you cover for him?
Chat, it's beginning to get to the point where you can, like, I can just, like, open up a stream and say the word. Go.
Don't look at me like that.
Elon
Instead of giving him up,
Musk, and then, like, chat's gonna go off with it, like,
but a man can only try.
Well, let me tell you about all the jokes I've been thinking about for Elon Musk. It's like everyone's in preparation for it now.
That is all for now.
Hey, make sure no harm comes his way. He
Don't get me wrong, I like making fun of any rich person just as much as anyone else.
He deserves another chance.
But you gotta have some variety, chat.
The judge of that.
You gotta have some variety. Something's off about Spider-Man 2. It's revealed early on that Aunt May was funding all the feast locations as well as paying for her house, which she was paying $5,000 a month as a volunteer. Peter shouldn't have been struggling for money. It's called writing inconsistency. Here's another one for you. Doesn't make any sense. How the hell was like Peter ever like having any place to live at all in New York when he was working as a freelance photographer? Unless those pictures of Spider-Man were paying bank, I don't know. Doesn't seem likely. But, you know, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the plot of Spider-Man 2 from what OnlyFans pages. You know what? Once you get the spider bod, you might as well. Cock and ball torture, Mr. Freeman. Application of pain. Even better question, why doesn't Peter sell a stick? I was mentioning that, like, he is literally, the stuff he invents is world-changing. The guy has a 3D printer that can print advanced electronics literally built into his wrists. He literally could be a billionaire if he actually, like, wanted to. Oh, I remember this commercial from the movie where they just like cover themselves in goop because they lost the ozone layer. You know, that's, you know, that thing we actually managed to save, weirdly enough. Cover yourself in goop. Chat, we all need like a goop future. Something like some kind of problem that is solved by just covering yourself in slime. Crime anywhere in this location. I must find crime. You slimed yourself this morning? I'm good. Give us details.
Oh god, I messed up good.
Remorse detected. Do not shoot in balls.
You must be Scott. What did you do with the blue SUX 6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
Is it just you or is Baldur's Gate 3 super horny? It is literally full of bi energy.
Especially for Ben.
It's been known for a while. Yes, it is a very, like, horny video game.
Admitting to a crime is the best course of action for any young offender.
I can't go to juvie. Who's gonna fix this mess?
My duty is to serve the public trust.
Okay.
Did you see the Spider-Man 2 clip where Peter gets launched out a window and Miles literally does a pointless flip where he was never in Peter's way? I have not.
Who is he?
I can't tell you.
What's up, Infected? How you doing tonight?
He'd take revenge on Ben. Oh god! It must be those thugs! We're dead! No one is gonna save us!
If they are criminals,
dude, you're literally looking at a 7-foot-tall robot cop. You have no reason to panic.
Hello? Anybody home? Where are you, Scotty boy? Oh, shit! It's the metal.
That's right, creep. Enjoy it.
Done, cop!
too hungover for this. Bastard! I'll kill you for this. This is our hood.
Oof, in slow motion, no less.
You did it! They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to
Bullet
resolve
resistant
this
balls.
case.
Hey, if your balls can,
I'll tell you what you
take
want.
like a 45
Just
round
please,
in multiple of
help
them,
me fix this screw up.
it is at least an honor to
Where
die
is the
that way.
car now?
You will be like
I'm
remembered.
sure it's still in their chop shop. It's
Took
a
like
warehouse
4
on the
shots
northeast
to his balls
side.
before he went down.
The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Who is responsible?
Who did you mean by him?
It's Rex
Sorry to change
from
the
the local
subject,
gang.
but you would think that after
I only did
everything
petty jobs for him mostly,
Five
but
did,
this time he
everyone
made
would be
me steal that
terrified
car.
of her mere
said he
presence.
wanted
V
the
did
SUX
her mere
6000
presence,
we were
like I said.
repairing
Well, that's
at
never how it
Ben's.
works in video games.
When I said it was too hot, he slashed me with his knife.
Why were you?
You never develop a scary
You
reputation
saw
in a
those
video game for
thugs.
being a mass
They were
murderer.
looking for me. They realized I tricked them. They wanted the SUX 6000
Actually, that's not true. There
from
is
Ben's
one
shop,
game where you
but
kind of
I
do that,
didn't
and that
wanna
is
get
like
him
in
into
Fable.
trouble, so I stole
But enemies
a
still won't
different
run from you.
I doubt anyone would have given a shit, but word on the street is that it belongs to the mayor's niece.
You know,
Any
I'm one of those people that
criminal
got
matters
really
should be
hyped up for
reported to the
Fable. I
police.
kind of missed that series.
I know. I just thought I could figure this out by myself. Ben was right from the start.
But then I learned it was
shouldn't have
all a
gone
lie,
down this
even though I did like the game I eventually got. But the stuff that was originally promised
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's
never
estimated
happened.
location.
Love Fable. I
You
mean,
are
it's a
calling for
goofy little
backup, aren't
RPG.
you?
It's not really much more than that.
Negative. Threat
They
calculation.
just say your character,
minimal.
like, your character model changes to look older as the game goes by. Like, all the other promise of the game didn't really hold up. But you know what? Still had fun with it. Could you possibly send Fable? Possibly. It has a plot. There isn't a great deal of plot. But it could possibly be done, yeah. Locate the chop shop. Even Fable. I started playing Fable 2, but I never actually finished it. I think I got pretty far along in it, and then I just kind of stopped. That was the one where you got like the pet dog for the entire game. Which admittedly was a pretty good video game dog. Yeah, this game does need ray tracing. It's using these older style reflections, which kind of work, but don't entirely work. Like, see how the skelly guys are missing from their reflection here? Sorry if I'm... Well, actually, no, they're there. They just appear only when I'm far away from it. But ray tracing would solve all of that. We need ray tracing in every game, chat. My graphic card needs to be pushed. Actually, no, this game does not have ray tracing, does it? No. No ray tracing. But still uses what does graphics it does use pretty well. Hey, wait a minute. What's in the theater? Issuing tickets. As a police officer, you can issue tickets for misdemeanors like public drinking and disorderly conduct or traffic violations. Hold that to activate Robocop vision and identify instances of law breaking. Perfect timing on that, by the way. Parking meter expired.
What? Someone knocked out his teeth, including the gold one. He's asking if anyone found it.
For some to learn how not to lose the track of time is to learn how not to lose their money.
Nerd. Total Project Doom. PJ Laser. Potential crime in progress.
Stop shaking in your boots. Look, Robocop is here. We're safe.
No crime detected. Halt crime.
Citizen, I'm ordering you to discontinue this deliberate act of vandalism.
Screw you, man!
You know, he did the one thing that would stop Robocop cold, which is run. It's like, wait, stop. I am not programmed to run. I can only, like, saunter. Open fire. Open fire. He's in there. No, just like get him out.
So, what you gonna do? You can't put me behind bars. I'm still a kid and only done it once. Just let me off with a
Kid,
warning,
you look
will ya?
like you're like late 20s. It's a Detroit kid, Chad. They always look like they put on an extra 15 years. You are being fined. You know what? Issue a warning.
It is my duty to warn you not to commit that, or any violation again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll do my best not to get caught again.
I believe I have just made a mistake.
Dad, what does eviction mean? And who's a debt collector? Why can't I open the door for him? Dad, tell me the truth. Are we poor? Dad? Dad!
Tired of your kids asking annoying questions? You just want to relax after a long day of work, but someone won't let you?
Are we going to be okay? Dad, I'm scared.
Snoozers. Sleeping pills for kids. Just one pill can guarantee 5 hours of peace. Nap time just became your decision. Sleep tight, son.
I'm tired.
Because you deserve a peace of mind, too.
Now an exciting ice cream flavors.
Evening, officer.
Weirdly enough, I have heard about, like, parents giving their kids melatonin gummies just so they can get, like, a few hours of, like, rest. It's actually quite common. Not quite as, say, as, like, hard as hearing, like, sleeping pills, but hey, melatonin, yeah, same idea. Bit fucked up. I don't know, melatonin gummies. Depends on how stressed out the parents are, I guess. If it's between that and literally, like, killing yourself, you know what? Give that kid a gummy. Like giving, yeah, it's like giving them like some tea and putting them to bed early. I mean, you know what? Melatonin gummies even taste pretty good. What happened to the classic chloroform? That kills people. It's never been a classic. It's literally a murder weapon. Oh yeah, I think I remember there was like a hidden wall here from the, yeah. Yeah, there it is. How does everyone have grenades in the city? Just hate that they keep rebooting him to clean slate every few years. Who are we talking about? Now parents give their kids an iPad to shut them up. I have to like say that's some I don't think kids should be babysit by social media. That's like I think one of the worst things you can do to them. Even if you're like stressed and busy, there's other ways of like keeping the kids' attention besides giving them like an iPad. Like social media's gotta be like the worst babysitter possible. This is some like ominous like 90s cartoon music and I love it. Ow. You hurt the Robocop. Especially if you see the absolute dog shit children content can be, it's like there's no guarantee they'll even get children's content. It might just be like stuff you really don't want them seeing. Deduction level 2 needed for it's a board. All right, I get you. Not tell you how many times a condom ad came up when I would be teaching like kindergarten. Yeah, I feel if you're a teacher, ad block is like the best thing you can ever have on. So we got a code. I need it. Okay, I guess it's like apparently Robocop doesn't know how to do multiplication. I am not programmed for multiplication tables. Wait, do I have like any like skills? Nope. YouTube really working hard to kill ad blockers. Not just like most websites these days really would like you to like not be able to use it. You know, use it. Open ship upgrade pass through dead end. Like news sites for like years now have all basically require a subscription. And there's been plenty of those that also ask you to at least turn off your ad blocker if you're not going to subscribe to them. That's all become very common for like most websites. I really wish we could go one night without discussing the internet trying to kill ad blockers. I mean, it's an interesting conversation point, you have to admit. Oof. I like this guy had the like decency to at least flush before he came out to shoot at me. You did not wash your hands. The SUX 6000. My objective, return to the streets. Robocop belongs to them after all. You think this will result in more internet diversity? What? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you mean like more websites than just like the handful of websites people use these days, I don't know. I don't think so, because running like big websites these days takes a lot of money. So I mean, to be fair, the diversity of the internet never really went away. Like all those like strange and like, you know, boutique websites, I guess you could call them, are still out there. It's just that there's like now, since there's so many more people on the internet these days, there's more people who gravitate toward the handful of big ones. But there, like, there's definitely like some like small websites I still go to these days, just for like unique content. D streets. That cent of a cent he gets off an ad really helps. Depends. Some people get better ad rates per mile, is RPM, like rates per mile is what it's called, than others do. Like I actually get a fairly good RPM off my videos because they're usually longer form. But yeah, it takes a lot of ads to like equal money, you know. That's why I should probably be... like I said, next year, starting next year, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch.
Do you think I could take
we'll see how that
car
affects
back to the
things.
owner and say I'm
And
sorry?
I might also do a Patreon.
Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping
Speak the
hand right
truth?
now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known
Otherwise,
truth.
I'm back in juvie.
Stephen King book about an evil car. Oh, Christine. He's actually got weirdly 2 different books about evil cars. Christine and then like Buick 8.
Complete
global saturation. Thank you for the bets. You know what? You can retrieve the car yourself.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much. I promise I won't mess this up.
But you're not an evil car? Could be. Just not trying hard enough. There's a third called Maximum Overdrive. That was like a short story that got turned into an unfathomably weird and shitty movie that Stephen King directed. I actually talked about that recently. What do we have here? Poverty? Hi Dartigan, just wanted to say your videos helped me through the hard days in college, and you do amazing work. Thank you. Well, wax dabby. That makes me very happy to hear. I'm glad I'm assuming you've now finished college and you're on your way to like your chosen career or possible like longer term drug use. Possibly both. Whatever it is, I hope you have a bright future ahead of you. And really good drug... Okay, I'm just kidding. Let me be serious. Thank you for your kind words. That means a lot to me. And it makes me that much more glad that I made the videos. So, and also thank you for the 100 bits. And thanks for telling me that. You know, it makes my night. I hear a cat somewhere, which also would make my night. Where's the kitty? Where is the Poverty Alley cat? They blend in with their surroundings, chat. You never can see them.
No short-term investments, not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on the volatility report. Deferred profit shares are where it's at. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
But you're homeless.
I don't mean nothing. I got some nickels I can invest. There better be a Robocat. Oh, that feels like a horror story of robot cats. Also, thank you for the bits, Polycarp. Should be an achievement for finding cats, and they don't let you pet the cat, which is weird because most of the trends in recent years have been, can you pet the dog or cat? And the answer has been yes. Stolen wallet. I like just how filthy this game feels. It's like, yeah, fucking filth. I love it. Not that I ever want to live here, but damn does it make this film, like, just the place feel wretched. This might be one of, like, the best depictions of, like, you know, filth, poverty out there, chat, in a video game. We've gotten really good, really good at depicting, like, the wealth gap. What do we have here? Crime. Pure crime. The good old environmental storytelling, exactly. So quick question. Whenever a creator of a media property says we're going to subvert fans' expectations, do you immediately roll your eyes as well? These days I do, because what that usually means is we're gonna like piss people off and we're preparing you for the blow.
Oh, really, man? You're my best friend. I love you. You really mean that? Oh, man, you're the best, I swear.
What a positive, uplifting relationship. Never assume your audience is stupid. It's a pretty good thing to do. Because most people get offended if you do that. When they get to, if the audience feels like they're being talked down to, you have a failing. Subverting expectations isn't always a good thing either. I just want to point that out. It is not a universal positive. Because you can subvert expectations by being shit. Public drinking.
Public drinking is against the law.
Public? But this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
I see your point. Nope, take it.
You need to obey the law.
Like it's for you to decide. My place, my law.
Sense of entitlement has a negative impact on the ones around you.
I think I can live with that.
He went right to sleep. He's never going to recover from the financial damage we just dealt him. He's always sleeping off. Warner Brothers investing a large undisclosed amount of money in an animation live-action hybrid Bugs Bunny origin movie. Just what we needed. Bugs Bunny origin. Chat, I can't wait. I can't wait for these next few years as the big movie companies get desperate with superhero movies drying up as they try to move on to like the next thing. There's going to be so many video game adaptations. I think that's the next big wave is video game adaptations since it's a largely still untapped market. There's going to be so many. There's like, what can we milk? They're going to be looking at every video game they can. Like, look, get money out of this. It's ours for the taking. They're adapting. There's Zelda, but that, like I said, after like Sonic and Mario and The Last of Us have all turned out to be pretty successful, they feel like, where's this cat? It's driving me nuts. That they now broken the curse in this. So oh, there it is. So I expect a lot of like video game movies over the next few years. Okay, there's something wrong with the animation of its leg. It's throwing off my uncanny valley. It's yeah, I think this thing might be an alien. There's just something a little bit off with it. Let us have a pet game. There are some pet games on the Nintendo DS. They are not very good. Princess Puppy Paws is now available. There's also a couple games where you could be, I know Stray was a big deal last year, but there's been plenty of games where you could be dogs before. Disney execs are apparently panicked because they invested so much money in comic book movies that are starting to flop. Now, video game movies are the next big thing, and own the rights and own the rights to nothing. Well, video game movies could not be done quite in the same way that they could with comic books, because as it was, really, comic books, it's really just, it's Marvel or DC, and then like everyone else. And Warner Brothers had the rights to everything from DC, and Disney had most of everything from Marvel. But whereas video games, the rights to make movies off those is like here and there all over the place, so no one's gonna have like a majority on that. Which might be a good thing, who knows? It means like, just like not one, there won't be a shared universe, thankfully. Thank fucking God. But I do foresee work, the whatever they're doing with like the Marvel storyline right now, it really seems to be falling flat with the multiverse stuff and all the TV shows. And DC is in the middle of trying to reboot it all, and that's probably going to die too. It's going to flop hard.
Oh, I'm telling you, officer, dumpsters are like a bag of candies. You never know what you're gonna get.
Illegal movie reference detected. I am issuing you a citation. Oh, that would, chat, another movie that this studio that made this Robocop game that they can make a really good game off of, Demolition Man. Think about it. If they've already got this game, just make Demolition Man now. You could probably even get Sylvester Stallone and what's his name, the guy that was the bad guy in it. Infinite trash is blowing out of this pile. Judge Dredd. I guess you get Judge, but the Judge Dredd movie was not good. You don't want to make a movie, a game based off that movie. You'd want to make a game based off the Judge Dredd comic. Wesley Snipes, yeah. I mean, what's Wesley Snipes doing these days besides like avoiding paying his taxes?
He drew a gun, asked me for money.
Only a moron steals from a beggar.
That's what I said. But then he started shooting.
Dread 2012 was great. I heard it was pretty good, but I don't think it'd be bad. Yeah, there's probably better options for a movie. But Demolition Man, which is a fun universe. They can even have like quests entirely built around the 3 seashells, chat. Video game movies also have to be in constant limbo of aiming for either gamers who know the video game and played it a lot, people that has to watch it, or, well, you have to realize gaming is now is eclipsed movies and all other forms of entertainment. Most people could probably be like under the age of 40 these days. I think could be counted on to at least have knowledge of video games to some degree. It's like gaming is that ubiquitous. It's no longer the small niche thing, more cat.
And she takes off her top and says,
Hey, this is a private conversation, pig.
It is fine, citizen. I do not have a dick. Proceed with your dirty, raunchy story. I cannot get turned on for him. No, very well. What do we have down here? Who killed Casey Carmel?
He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a
Did he have
reason
something
to
in
watch
his mouth
something
when he
other
did
than
that
the
line?
fast food channel.
The guy's like, here's my Harry.
When it comes to cleaning criminal scum from the city, I am even better live. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime
That sounds like a OnlyFans name.
Believe it or not, that's her real name.
Oh, it is.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
By being a Robocop being a walking tank for the normal populace, he still talks to them like a normal cop they can kill. Look, people are like all hopped up on drugs. They're all very brave.
The best way to cut the costs of policing is to cut the criminals.
Do you think we wanted to fight Robocop versus the
Tell me
Terminator?
about it.
Robocop.
I didn't join the force to pick up dead bodies off the street.
Yeah, but what can we do?
Just because there's an entire video game called Robocop versus Terminator and Robocop 1.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I'd bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. And we got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo.
Goo, you say? I am a connoisseur
Why does it always
of
come
goo.
back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
I shall look at the goo.
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient.
Do I remember the game
He thinks
Broforce?
that
I never played
aliens
it.
dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
Oh, damn, that is graphic over there. Activate Robocop vision. Spilled garbage, irrelevant to the case.
Poor Casey.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
Green people, I know, right? Blood type AB negative. Tell me about your cum.
What do you know about the dead body we found here?
And that.
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens?
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list.
Wait, is he wearing the They Live glasses?
It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All
He is, he's wearing the They Live glasses.
37,617 of them. The murderer included.
This is a very smart reference if it is, because he's talking about aliens while wearing the They Live glasses. Am I on the list?
Am I on the list?
On the alien list? Of course not. You're on another list, but let's not worry about that now. The scale of this conspiracy frightens me too. But maybe we can narrow it down if you found any clues at the scene. You know, something unusual?
I'm afraid I cannot rely on your assumptions, but please do stay available for further questioning.
Steel chimney pipe, irrelevant to the case.
Probably belonged to our victim.
The letters
Let's try to find other
6.5.
clues.
They Live would be a fun game. What kind of game would it be though? My question.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here.
Jesus.
The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged. Her heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged.
Okay, I just want to point out, I think this lady was wearing like fishing nets instead of actual like fish nets. There's a difference, you know, Chad. There's a total difference. I don't know, those just seem like straight up like, yeah, we took these off a shipping trawler. Rather than just like the sexy variety. Yeah, that is a nasty head wound you got.
Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer.
There's another clue here. I'm sure someone has already asked you this, but are you going to send other GTA games now that the reveal trailer is coming out for GTA 6? That's always been my plan, to send them leading up to Grand Theft Auto 6, yes. Wait, she's got goo on her.
That's this green-blue shit on her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
There's goo everywhere. This game is well worth the 50 bucks. I'm glad that both this game and what's the other game I played, like, you know, Alan Wake, were both only 50 bucks. You know what? That was a nice thing to have. You know, made it very easy to, like, you know, I will play this and enjoy it. All right, tell me about the goo and the aliens.
Most likely a van with a
You already watched the GTA 6 trailer. It looks good. Oh yeah, that's right. You do work for Rockstar, don't you?
Such a vehicle.
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey.
Chat, this game is somewhat reminding me of Deus Ex a little bit, and I like that. Especially with, like, weird paranoid times like this.
What is the purpose of your list?
It's my tool to spread the
GTA
truth.
6 trailer will probably be very similar to Red Dead 2 and GTA
newsletter.
5. We could probably make a bingo card of each.
It's free.
I mean, to a degree, I believe you. We'll see. I'm just wondering how hard they'll push the multiplayer
Take the
in it.
moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
I will subscribe to your newsletter.
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Starting to sound like a guy at work. That just means you have interesting coworkers.
I will verify your statement.
What's up, Mike?
Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time. Now.
I like he's like telling that to a homeless person who clearly has no money. Yeah, just go see a psychiatrist. They're free, right? All right, gain access to the film set. Back here. Is it better to have interesting stories rather than boring stories of people? Depends on what interesting. Interesting can be interesting could be because it was dangerous, or because it was a bad time, but still interesting. You know what? So it's about finding the positive, interesting people in stories. What's up, Dex? What do you need? Oh, you want me to throw your toy? I'm playing video games right now. You want to suffocate all the GTA Online players who buy shark cards in GTA Plus? Does people spending their money in such ways really harm you so much? I mean, I've never even played GTA Online, but I don't think I want to physically harm people who do. Spooter, man, what's up, man? Happy birthday, Dad. Well, it's not my birthday, but I'll still take your subscription. Thank you for stopping by, Spooter. How you been? Also, Mike, thank you for the 100 bits, and Polycarp, thank you for your 200 bits. Please throw the toy. All right, Dex. Someone, come here, Dex. Someone paid me. Bring your toy here. Thank you, good kitty. All right, I got it. I'm gonna throw it for you. You don't have to get that excited. Here you go. All right, she looked at me through it, and then she didn't go chase after it. You're missing Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I need to get in touch with Kate and see if she's up. I haven't heard from her in a while because I think she's been like busy with whatever she's doing right now. I'm gonna like send her a text and see if she's still down to play more Baldur's Gate.
A blown tire, but it was just a gunshot.
But besides that, how have you been doing? Okay, I threw the toy for her once, chat, and now she wants me to throw it again. That's the thing you deal with a pet. There is no just throwing it one time.
Today, the whole nation mourns the loss of Mr. Pinky, host of America's most beloved children's show, Growing Up with Mr. Pinky. He was brutally murdered by a motorcycle gang in a Chicago brothel after a heroin smuggling gone wrong.
Huh. Okay. Sad. Weekend has been super enjoyable. How about yourself? Well, I finished up my script for Mortal Kombat 1, so getting that done with has now been refreshing, because now I can record my lines finally. You guys are like, this definitely feels like a crime in progress, but no crime detected. May have a date next week. Hey, congrats. Congrats on the date. Congrats on the date, bro. Love when people go, why won't Rockstar make Bully 2 as if the original wasn't a borderline flop, was it? Maybe a flop in comparison to like GTA, but I think it still did pretty well.
Rascal was trying to steal my cart. Look what he's done!
Have I just wrecked your life savings? Tough shit, stinker.
Civilian harassment. Shooting dick. You're saving yourself for me, Dart? Why? I'm a dirty slut.
Be classified as a crime.
You don't want to save yourself for my type. You know what? This guy was an asshole. Issue him a ticket.
Lesson for the future. To save yourself the trouble. Clean up on the double.
You can't do it. I was only messing. I could have just picked it all up.
Hey, you tell him, Robot Man!
What a fucking joke!
The finest of voice acting. I tried calling your VAS lot the other night, and Twitch was like, hold on, that violates... What, you slut? Yeah, you probably can't use that word. Moderation, you know. But hey, I can say it live. Am I still not leveled up? Damn, man. No more skill points? Can a brother get some skill points up in here?
Hey, I'll earn less if you hang around here.
Well, this is clearly crime. Why can't I, like, ticket this lady for loitering with intent for prostitution? Game is like not really letting me like uphold the law in the way I see fit, chat. Saying I'm also a dirty one, so you can't be a dirty slut if you're saving yourself. It's an oxymoron.
Is there something interesting in that barrel?
My sandwich fell in.
Well, you've been dreaming of a hot meal, so here it is.
Well, there's also a lot of cancer in there, burning garbage, but you know what? The sandwich is the sadder part. Okay, Detroit is a cat city, chat. There's not been a single dog.
What's up, sugar? Looking for some company?
I do not have
Good
a dick.
evening. Was Casey Carmel a friend of yours? She was found dead a few hours ago.
So it's true. I usually don't talk to the cops, but Casey bragged she met with some rich guy from TV. She was gonna milk him dry. But who the guy was? Only Casey knew. That's all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a someone waiting for me.
Been flirting like a madman with people, that's the spirit.
Mind your own business, cop.
It's so rude in the city. Idea that Bully 2 wouldn't be made due to modern issues times is such a cope. I mean, I've never thought that.
Hey, Robo, can you help me out here?
Be a man, pig. Why make such a big deal?
I was already on the case of something. What do you need, officer?
How can I assist you, officer?
I'm trying to catch this one shifty dealer. This guy steals nuke from other pushers to sell it at half price. This dopehead buys from him but won't tell me his whereabouts.
I don't know any dealer.
You were carrying for 3 different pushers, so you either like to walk for miles to buy nuke, or you appreciate a discount.
Don't take it out on me, because the guy broke your nose?
As you can see, he doesn't want to cooperate.
Do not worry. According to my directives, there are several ways to convince him to cooperate.
Some of them are even
I
legal.
ain't gonna let it reprogram my brain. We can talk, but don't let it drill into my head, okay? The guy's name's Maurice, but I don't know where to find him. I always arrange a place over a
Hopefully
payphone.
gave Robocop a
I'll give you the
Robocop.
number.
Why would you want to
Let's
give
hope
your
it
police
works.
officer
The
that?
dealer knows where the others hide their stash. We could collect nuke from the whole neighborhood if we get to him.
I will take care of it.
But you need to find a payphone first. Try near the supermarket. I think at least one of them hasn't been smashed by vandals yet.
I think we'll continue on like the case with like the murder victim. It's a fire hydrant, buddy. It ain't that mysterious. Oh, oh my god, this is a 1967 classic Rhode Island fire hydrant, Model 6. They don't make them like this anymore. This is going on my Instagram. Is that the smell? I believe it is like a Boston Terrier mixed with an odor of collie. He's a man who knows his fire hydrants. What were my objectives? Who killed Casey Caramel? Unauthorized painting. Oh, that's a nice little murder park. Master of comedy. I have my skills.
I can feel it.
I'm lucky that video games give me lots of material to work with. It makes it easy. Robocop looks so good. For a video game, it's made by a small team and not on a huge budget. They did do a good job with the ambience. And capturing, like, just, like, disgusting urban decay. You know, I haven't really checked in with Detroit in recent years. Is it still as bad as it was, like, a few years back? Or has it improved any?
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy
that
so
hair.
we can get this over with.
Let him
He's
in.
got the Goku going on.
Work of law enforcement.
He's went super zoomer, in fact.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I wouldn't know if they're the type you're looking for.
You know, I never thought of this
that case, I
before,
would
but
like
since
to look
Robocop
around.
is like 95%
Actually,
machine,
you could
where does
be
he
of
vent
some
the
use to me,
heat from
too.
his, like, all
I
of
have
his
a problem
computer and, like,
here,
robot
and
bits?
its name is
Like, you have to have,
Jerry.
like machines generate a lot of heat, you know? He's got like no fans blowing, like moving that air around inside of him.
That does not sound.
He should be like cooking inside that system.
Officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is. I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
Your proposal is punitive.
Your proposal may be considered punitive. I will hold anyone who breaks the law responsible.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles.
Imagine hating an employee so much you will literally do anything to get them arrested. Yeah, dude, like, seriously, that hair? It's fantastic. That's all I wanted to tell you.
I am looking for...
Look, I'm busy. But you know what? I like your paint job. It would look nice on my new car. Can you leave me your card or something?
Shooting dick. Shooting dick. Empty mag. No? Alright. What do we have here, though? Tire track and wheelbase match. Hope this isn't Chris's cum. Oh, it's sunblock. Something matches the one found in the body. The lead actor matches the suspect's description. Is this how you actually... Do you have... Is Lucky still here? Can she confirm? Is this what you do in commercials? They have the big, like, sketch board up right there on set where you're filming it. Wait, I don't think they had green screen in the 90s either. Or maybe they did. Again, I wish I'd set my OBS up to, like, do a green screen effect. I could display so many videos here. Is the GTA 6 trailer just going to overshadow any other major reveals of the Game Awards? I wouldn't be surprised if it's at the Game Awards it gets revealed. You know, like, Jeff is, like, begging them. To, like, please, please play that at the Game Awards. I beg you. From Nikki Troy. 3 night shooting and preparations. Things to do delivered. Don't worry, I'll handle everything, but you must know that the crew is afraid of working at night. Maybe you should arrange for more bodyguards. Cars allowed to park on set. Updated. 1 additional van outside the team. Suspicious message. Bruce, I'm sorry to hear you've encountered difficulties working with Jerry. Please excuse him. He's in a bad mood. You know how sensitive an artist he is. Fortunately, I have been his agent long enough to know what would help. Company of a nice, beautiful girl. Don't worry, I'll arrange everything myself. Just charge this to the client's account. Yes, we need the on-set prostitute. Would be cool for that to be the final reveal, but Rockstar plays by their own rules. I mean, they are big enough so they don't have to. So they probably won't, but they'll probably show something extra there as well. Storyboard art is nice. It's probably the actual storyboard. Well, maybe from the game, I don't know. I just like that because they lost the ozone layer in the 80s, according to this game's future, they had to, like, if you wanted to be out in the sun, you had to turn yourself into a Smurf. Just, like, slather yourself in, like, the green goop.
The evidence I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
Let me use psychology. I can also use my clues. You do those.
The perpetrator was someone with skin that seemed to be covered with sunblock. I saw the storyboard. You fit the description.
Nice try, but I won't even touch that toxic goo. I've got it in the contract. I use body doubles for all the shots where I'm supposedly covered with it. Wait, that bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
I am not done questioning you, citizen. No? Okay, I guess I am.
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual...
You know, I wasn't
may be
expecting
the
this much
perpetrator
talking in a Robocop game.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Why hire the understudy?
Why did you hire the understudy?
Jenkins' contract says he will not use sunblock, and none of the professional understudies wanted to do it either. They all say it's toxic. So I had no choice. Jenkins brought a guy and said he could do the job.
How do you make toxic sunblock?
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea.
It's all basically the same
And that's the whole
stuff.
point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Ha.
Show me the footage.
You got bored one day and went to Spider-Man 4 subreddit, and it's probably one of the biggest anti-fan subreddits for a game I've seen. Then you've never been to the Last of Us subreddit. Or maybe it's specifically the Last of Us 2 subreddit. That is like a famously anti-fan subreddit.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Because they always being direct.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take
it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either. You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
Evidence collected. Coming with me, scum.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
Doom and Warhammer 40k subreddits are mostly chill, given the content there is about the world is so screwed to them. Warhammer 40k is definitely a big love fest. It's mainly people just like memeing about the game. Really, those kind of things only turn into anti-fan subreddits when the creator really screws up, like, and like makes something they all hate, pretty much universally. So I'm assuming that just hasn't happened yet. Withholding information is... Wait a minute. Withholding information... I don't think that's necessarily a crime. If you're just being, like, asked, you can, like, plead the fifth if you're, like, to avoid incriminating yourself. And you do kind of, like, need a warrant, or, or you need to swear someone in to, like, imply them to, like, speak the truth. I don't think that's actually a thing. It is not a crime here. Yeah, I don't think this is, like, in this situation. Yeah, because you definitely, like, I just want to have a lawyer as well.
Withholding information about illegal activity is also a crime.
Ha! If that's the case, I wouldn't be the only criminal in this goddamn business. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
Robocop is a cop without a warrant. Hey, he's got nothing on the, on Cole from LA Noire. Who would literally just like, nah, you don't need a lawyer. Do you need a lawyer? No, you don't. Only reason that guy was a successful cop, no one ever wanted to ask for one. Like, can I get like lawyer before you question me? No. Okay, who needs those things? Don't exist in this universe.
I always wanted to be a cop. I even applied to the academy, but it turns out that extensive criminal history and drug addiction prevent you getting in.
Enjoy your cat, citizen. And your rambling.
Could you please keep the noise down? You're scaring off my customers.
Can't hear you. Music's too loud.
Could you at least play some good music then? Would I be a Robocop? You're basically asking would I like to be like killed by a bunch of, you know, thugs and have my body blown apart and then be turned into an undead police officer owned by a corporation. I don't think that's a pretty good, you know, being a Robocop is not a cool thing, despite how it's depicted.
Good evening. Are those two men bothering you?
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
What do you want, cop? Can't we have a little bit of fun? We did nothing wrong.
Destroy the radio.
Your volume control seems to be broken.
Leave it! That's brand new! I've only stole...
Don't forget crippling PST, yeah. That too. Phone booth is out of order. They really just do have you saunter and stomp everywhere, don't they? Wait, hydrant. Obstruction of the fire hydrant is a criminal offense.
One parking ticket is all it takes to improve mindfulness.
Robocop isn't very fast. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what made him actually, like, interesting to watch, to see how well the actor committed to, like, playing a big robot guy in the way he moved. Something you'll notice they completely neglected in that really crappy remake about, like, back in 2014. Hell. Good name for a gas station. Smears of goop found on the victim's body. Endless door.
Who's there? You have to help me, man. This shit is burning my skin.
This is a shit store. He does not even sell baby food. That's what Robocop eats, by the way, if you're curious. He has to eat baby food. Just a moment. Did you see the look of him? He looked silly. Hello, citizen. How may I assist you?
Sunblock is the least of your worries.
Look, I know why you're here, but I'm innocent! I swear!
You are being detained in connection with the murder of Casey Carmel. If you require medical attention...
Is that an avatar? This is a guy covered in goop.
I didn't do it! Jenkins killed her!
I think he's just really prepared for, like, being under a UV light.
You have to believe me!
You will make your statement at the station.
And you'll let Jenkins walk free! He's the one who killed Casey! They met here yesterday!
Casey's body was covered in sunblock. The evidence points to you.
This is from a commercial from the actual movie, by the way, this sunblock stuff.
Happened. When I came back,
Is
she
this
was
Fallout
already
4
dead.
at home or
And I
something?
decided to
Honestly,
get
this is
rid of
way
the
better than
body.
Fallout 4.
Jenkins is the only one who could have done
This
it.
game actually makes me smile and sparks joy, whereas Fallout games are just like, ugh. So this is the guy that was like, Lucky, you'll actually like this quest because it involves a commercial set and like someone who got killed on the commercial set. Let's see.
Why would Jenkins be meeting a prostitute here when there is a
And it
motel
involves
across
prostitution.
the street?
His agent got a hold of me and told me that the guy values his
And
privacy.
Korean boy band hair.
The money was good, and I was able to provide him with a discreet option.
And Jenkins was happy with the arrangement.
He was bitching at first.
This sunscreen looks like it'll block a nuke.
Why would Jenkins kill that woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Are you stalling?
She may have mentioned something about wanting to blackmail Jenkins, but I knocked the idea out of her head. At least I think I did.
Why did you not go to the police?
What would I say? That a famous celebrity
The
killed a
best
street
Fallout game is
prostitute
New
in the
Vegas.
back
It
of
just
my
has
gas
the best
station?
writing. Gameplay-wise,
That's a
it's
bit
still
much even
boring
for
ass
this city.
Fallout.
Dumping that woman's body in a dumpster seemed like a better idea to you?
It's not my fault that people would rather believe a guy from TV over me.
This guy might just be covered in other substances and be under a UV light right now. We don't actually know the truth.
Why did you not...
What would I say? That's a bit much even for...
Dumping that woman's body in a...
It's not my...
Yeah, we read that. Show me where you were... No, we're not gonna go
I
that
will
far.
verify
I've
your
already
version of
suggested it.
events, but you will still suffer the consequences of the actions you have taken.
Hurry up, please! It burns!
Why is it like two different colors, by the way? If it's like coming from the same like goop container. All right, we gotta like watch this videotape. Yeah, that's the truck, all right. Fire trucks and wheelbase match. I mean, hey, if I had to choose, would you be a Terminator or a Robocop? Well, one is like just pure machine. The other is like mostly machine, but it has a human heart inside. So only one of them I could actually be, since I was not just like a computer chip. Oh, this looks like a little romantic getaway. There's like mattress on the floor. Dirty lighting. Oh. Yeah, a lot of fun was to be had in here. Glasses model matches the one Jerry Jenkins wears. Blood type AB matches the sample found on the crime scene. Hammer face matches victims. Okay. A camera lens concealed in the wall. Hidden room detected. Fun equals heroin use in this case. I don't think this was just like some like commercial actor dude who was like stuck up, but also needed like a prostitute and then apparently killed the prostitute. Is that how serious the commercial industry is? This is some serious sunblock, you know. Only the big star is gonna be on the commercial for it. Okay. You know what? That has your fingerprints all over it, you realize. Let you know when you shoot next week if I notice anything like that. I'm assuming like ESPN, I think it's who you're doing a commercial for, is a more of a classy endeavor than like toxic sunscreen.
So, did you find anything?
According to the evidence, Jenkins is
Doesn't
guilty
explain
of
like,
the
wait, did
murder
his
of
glasses not
Casey
fall off?
Carmel.
I told you.
However, you are guilty of concealing a crime and desecration of a corpse. I will call medical assistance. You will be
What
taken
gnome went
in
around and
when
set
your
these cameras? Well, this
condition
is his
permits.
place where he like has a prostitute like take care of her Johns at, so I guess he had the camera there. Wait, how do you fall asleep? Like he was awake. You know, I gotta hand it to him. He was really dedicated to making sure he got like that sun's block on every single part of his body, even in between his toes. And he died from the sunblock, chat. I think he passed out from the burns. I mean, either that or Robocop just like wailed on him for a bit, and the sunblock is hiding all the bruising. All right, let's go back to the set and like arrest the true criminal.
I can't let you in, Robo. They're in the middle of a shot.
This cannot wait.
They say that 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days. Ever since we lost the ozone layer.
Wait, they're filming this on a green screen. Why are they filming outside?
Protection against that California sunshine.
The hell?
A stay in Detroit prison. Jerry Jenkins, you are under arrest for the murder of Casey Carmel.
I seen you on TV. You're glitching again. Ah, it hurts. For fuck's sake, it hurts.
Grabbed him by the hair, huh? GTA 6 looks like this. Open world. Well, this isn't open world. This is actually just like a few streets here and there. But I get what you're saying. This game has very good... It'd be nice if you had that level of, like, environmental, you know, filth in places. Yeah. Alan Wake is probably, like, currently the top contender for best-looking game, actually. Alright, so, another crime solved. Yeah, they decided to set up and, like, record their sunscreen commercial in this dirty
That's a
backlot.
wrap.
And just because we have a green screen, it won't matter. You could have just filmed this in studio. All right, we can now. What's our next mission? The discount dealer. Yeah, I got some points as Benzo. Let's see. Scanning. Let you hit enemies behind cover by bouncing bullets on certain spots. Maybe I'll get that enhanced scanning. Need another level for it though. I might just go for the enhanced learning, and then level up everything quickly. Puff, you have a good night, if you're still here. Don't know why, but the simplest one-liners or dialogues leave the most impact. Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me is direct and feels intimidating. That's not even the best one from that movie. The best line from the first Robocop movie is actually from the villain, and it's "Bitches leave." It's just so to the point. You just like, get the fuck out of here. It's like way better than that. Just like, "Bitches leave." He's like, I'm here to kill this asshole, so I don't even need to tell you. All the drug dealer.
Is this Maurice?
Listen, man, I'm really swamped with the laundry right now, so make it quick.
Could you advise me how
I would like to try your finest drug.
Should go about it?
You're hoping to get your first bag for free? No way! I'm selling at half price anyway! But wait, your voice. You sound like...
A future happy customer.
Fucking Robocop! You wanna bust me? Why don't you do a better job of finding guys who vandalized phone booths? I'm losing customers because they can't find working payphone in this goddamn... What the fuck is it this time?
Anybody home? Don't hide, Maurice. It's just a friendly visit. You like to do laundry? You should try working at the laundromat instead of violating the basic rules.
Robocop, you have to help me! The back of the red building by the supermarket. Apartment 6. There's some guys here. I think they mean business. Hurry!
He's on the phone.
Wait, I forgot to ask him about his auto loan. Did that count as a bot call, by the way? Since well, it's us calling him. Alright, let us go save the drug dealing scum. You know what? I like that we can just put infinite trash swirls into our games now. I noticed that in Cyberpunk, and now it's here too. Like, you know what? Everyone likes a good trash tornado. Put it in the game. Let those receipts fly like they're naturally supposed to. I've always wondered, are radiators really good at heating a room? Because I've never actually had a place that had a radiator like that, those old classic ones. There's always been like central air. I always wondered, like, they always seem like they would kind of suck. Yeah, this is clearly a crime. It's blocking the stairs. Fire hazard. They do suck. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know, they don't look like they would really give you much heat if it got really cold.
I hear footsteps. If someone starts shooting again, make sure the kids hide under the bed.
But honey, we're too poor. We don't have a bed. I'm surprised like Robocop doesn't fall through more floors given he weighs like several hundred pounds. And he's like just like gigantic chunk of he's like a Volkswagen walking around your living room. There's one scene in Robocop 2 where they literally struggle to lift him up, like several people. Oil-filled heaters are okay, but not good for below freezing. You're sleepy, Mike? Don't worry, I'll kill someone for you. That'll perk you right up. Psychoactive substance detected. Can't wait to get this game yourself. I can actually, for 50, since it's only $50, it does what it's trying to do very well, I feel. Oh, we go. Follow the tracks. Like, it has issues, but it's, since it's not a full price game, is it what we consider a full price game now? It's easier to overlook them. Maurice, I'm ready to cause your phone's always busy, but after what you did, I wouldn't want to be seen with you anyway. Suit wouldn't mind you stealing Nuke from those three morons if he got his cut. He gave you the last chance to pay him off, but you screwed it. Now it's too late, so you better change your address. I can assure you, your excuses won't work with the torch heads. They're crazy. Morrissey's laundry schedule. Hmm.
Listen, guys. I'll never touch your stuff again. I swear.
That's not why we're here.
So what do you want? The money? I have your money.
You only have half of it, and that's the problem.
You're selling our product at half price. That makes my customers complain.
Why is this guy
about my
called a
prices.
reasonable dealer when he's threatening to kill someone?
Maybe you think that building a customer base by selling your product under its manufacturing costs is a good idea.
Under what?
But it's not. Such practices are spoiling the market.
It's been proven time and time again that such action leads to a reduction of future demand.
Chat, I think this game has a message.
Antitrust laws are there for a reason.
Shit, Maurice! All
Do
we
you know
want
what
to
the
say
message
is that you
is giving
violate
you
the
right now
basic
is?
rules of the market with your predatory pricing. We can't just go along with that.
Even the drug dealers follow capitalism.
And unethical.
Not to mention illegal.
Surprised I'm not doing the shitty 3-hour COD. Maybe
under
eventually,
arrest.
but this was more interesting to me.
Quietly, or this may be the last economics discussion you will ever have.
Get him!
True capitalism is the monopoly on violence. And now I have, you all have equal amount of balls as me.
Shit, man.
Game
Why
is
did
awesome.
you
This
do
game is pretty
that?
good.
What am I gonna sell now?
There are serious charges against you.
It has that
Reese.
goofy tone that
However,
Robocop
you
1
can
had
hope
as
for a
well.
reduced sentence if you reveal where these 3 dealers keep
You
their
got the
drugs.
book Wealth of Nations, and you've been
Or
meaning to read it for
I can
years.
jump into that pile of garbage below. A few bruises is better than jail.
Do you know what the likelihood is of surviving that?
I know the hood better than you do, cop. So try some different talk, or I'll jump.
Would you like some psychology?
Let us assume you escape. Without those dealers, you have no constant source of nuke. So what are you going to sell then?
Oh shit, man. It's all your fault. You cost me my job, and life's expensive, you know?
Not in a jail, and we can even find you an assignment. If you cooperate, you can get a job at the prison laundry.
You mean I eat and live for free? And I do what I like to do anyway? I feel like I won the lottery, man! I'll tell you where these jerks kept the stuff, but I have to have our deal in writing.
You realize I'm just the cop, not the attorney, right? Prison laundry worked really well in Andy Duvray. Well, his was a special case. Actually, what is the best, like, duty in, like, you know, prison? Is there, like, one everyone, like trades their, like, cigarettes for? Like, I'll trade you this pack for, like, a couple days of that duty. Alright, I think the only thing we can do now is, like, the main quest. I think I've done all the side quests I had on my, you know, on my roster. Guy sounds happy to go to prison. That entire mission was a little tongue-in-cheek on, like, you know, the absurdisms of capitalism. That the guy could literally have a better life living in prison doing what he likes. And, you know, the economies of drug dealing. Hey, the arcade. What is this mission? Need to check if Suit's attempt to contact the new guy in town has succeeded. Information on Suit's whereabouts could possibly be found at the arcade downtown. Free tip, every side mission and quest has a best outcome, which gives the most XP and accolades. So I'm assuming I got it right there.
Oh, crap! Give me back my money, you piece of shit!
Don't you cops ever get bored with harassing successful entrepreneurs?
Hey! This shit is rigged!
That's a serious accusation, kiddo. Someone might think I would allow such illegal activity in my high-class business, which I do not. Now get lost.
You work for Soot. Tell me where to find him.
You cops are giving me a stomach ulcer. Stop asking me about guys I don't know.
Withholding information can lead to bigger trouble than a stomach ulcer.
Look, I'm a busy man, So I'm going back to my office now.
I have a gun and
Why
more
don't
than
you
enough
join me
bullets
there,
for
and
both
we'll
of your
talk.
testicles.
Oh, on second thought, you can't do that. Because you don't have a warrant, do ya?
Alrighty, this guy is a better criminal than anyone from LA Noire. That looks like Harry Potter with a mohawk guarding that door.
Douchebag.
Thank you, sir. Hagrid coming for me yet?
Come back with a warrant, cop.
I am not programmed for these warrants. Use Robocop vision to investigate objects or people. Yeah, I know. Alright. 1940s, by the way. They're still playing NES games. I mean, the 2040s, not 1940s. What the hell am I thinking? Just Cause is enough. I think that's what we're trying to get here is Just Cause.
Are you kidding me? Half the things I've seen around here would be enough to put him behind bars for a decade.
Let us hear your statement.
No way, dude. He might be a douchebag, but if you lock him up, this place will get closed down, and where am I supposed to play hooky then?
Think of your future.
School may seem now like a difficult option, but it will pay off in the future.
Future? Look on the street. You must have a microwave for a brain if you think that.
I actually am a Suck 3000 model. Have you seen my lips? No? Look again. Oh, coin lava. Inner city child. Have you seen crime? Slouching detected, irrelevant to the case. He's not even slouching though, he's standing up straight. Perfect posture, Robocop. Sushi smash. Bloodshot eyes caused by sleep deprivation, irrelevant to case, and video games. You know, besides the the trash everywhere, doesn't look like that bad of an arcade. Suit, my business partner. Recently, your men started to act, shall we say, unusually. They were questioning each other about what it is to be a true torchhead. They're like looking for a snitch. But they can't be one in such a thoughtfully managed criminal enterprise as yours. Probably wondering why no cop came knocking after your live show, which, by the way, was truly great TV. They should know the cops are afraid of you. Jostling among yourselves is bad for business. Maybe you can have a word with them. Just to keep those productivity juices flowing, your humble partner. School education was shit. Stuff I learned when I got to a good college was astounding. Well, most of like middle school, elementary, middle school, and high school is largely just preparing you for like college and stuff. Yeah, that's one of the things. It's one of those weird cultural things. Like, you always hear about how like American like public education doesn't really stack up against like other countries' like public education. Like we're like somewhere we're like mid at best. But that is one of the reasons. There is a reason that's that way, and that's because we place way more weight upon later education after like grades 1 through 12. That's one of the reasons like America has like pretty much like all the best colleges and universities, like multiples of them. I think we actually have like the best when it comes to that. Yeah, but we do like definitely like are not as good at like the basic public education. Because we kind of just like, you know what? We're just putting you through that to get you ready for college. syringe with traces of hinge lubricant. Irrelevant to the case. Someone's injecting lube. Private, yeah, we got private schools too. We used to be so much better at education, was one of our best draws. Like, for my entire life, I've always heard how we're just mid at best. But it's when you get to college that we like excel. We're like the top, pretty much the best you can... Excuse me. I've just found someone peeing.
I know you had such amazing colors. And there's not one, but two of you? From now on, I promise, I will cherish you more often.
Wait, was he aiming to get it? Was he aiming for the bottle when he was at this stall? Maybe that's a different kind of arcade game. Psychoactive substance misuse detected in an underage individual.
Readings suggest substance misuse.
Oh man, a real like TJ Laser? You are so incredibly shiny. I'm definitely getting more of this stuff.
Who sold you drugs?
I really shouldn't say, but you are my TV heroes. All right. All of the arcade staff will sell to you, as long as you got cash. Unfortunately, I'm broke, but I have a great idea.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
You could help me sneak
Not
into
now,
the
Cole.
basement. They keep
This is a young
huge
boy.
stash of goodies down there.
Drugs in the basement? I will take care of
That statement, drugs in the basement, sounds like a line that would get
Way to
ripped
go,
out of the game and
TJ.
used in someone's musical remix. Drugs in the basement, in the basement, in the basement. Drugs in the basement, drugs in the... that kind of stuff. It's just so flat that you could work with it.
Is that the ocean?
In fact, I hope someone does that now. Person's definitely high. Well, that was the entire point. He's on your nuke. Night of Horrors. You got your next million view vid, Dart. Why? Just if I suddenly develop musical talent and put together like drugs in the basement. That's definitely a female VOA doing a boy. Yeah, that's they have that kind of voice for it. Like, women often do young boy characters because they have similar voices. But that kid also looked like he's definitely gone through puberty and probably should have a deeper voice, too. Anyways, let's go kill some perps.
Open the door. I have the warrant.
Oopsie. I think I dropped my keys somewhere. You'd have to break down this hardened door if you want to get in.
That will not be a
Are
problem.
you kidding? I'm Robocop. Oof. No more Harry Potter. But he's still living under the stairs at the very least. Like, seriously, he is literally Harry Potter with a mohawk. Singing simple and clean. Simple and clean. Chad, I cannot hold a tune. The way it's making me feel tonight. If you ask me, if I try to go deep with a line, then I can usually hold the tune. That's it. That's why I like singing like Hellfire, Dark Fire, this burning in
Surrender your
my
weapon.
skin. This burning desire is turning me to sin. Hold on. Would you like to play some Crystal Knights with me? What about you? Will you be my two-player? I'm a big fan of Sushi Smash. These people are not gamers, chat. Do you have quarters for Super Void? You do not. No gamers detected. Anyways. No quarters. Maybe it's one of those free-to-play places. They should give you the option to squeeze when you're holding them like this, too. Ow. I can sing the hymn of the faith. That is me humming, not singing. Wait, they sell their boxes in big ass like new home gift. So wait, like they sell their drug called Nuke in like big ass game boxes that just say Nukem on it. Well, it feels like that'd make it super easy to find who's selling the drugs. They also play Battleship. Maybe they are gamers after all. So many dick shots. It's canon. You can't argue with it. Hey, did I level up? I did not. These are the cartoon. Well, Robocop is very cartoonish. How do I get over there? Interesting.
Open the door, or you will regret it.
Can't a guy just sell drugs to kids without you harassing him every 5 minutes? Who am I hurting, huh? They all want it.
Where do I
Can't a
find
guy just sell drugs to kids? Shit.
Well, if that's the
This
case,
is America, right?
shut it, bozo.
Used to be a real country.
Unless you want to end up in the ghost house like that cop's informant. And don't
Thank
forget,
God for
door,
this guy
I'll
keeping the
shoot you.
capitalistic, market alive. Warriors. Warriors would not hide. There is a traitor in your midst.
One of you is not a real torchhead, but just an imitator.
I knew there was something off about you. Me, it's you. I always suspected you never went through initiation. Take that back! Or what?
You hot-headed bastards!
For fuck's sake, don't shoot! I'm gonna open the door!
Tell me, where can I find Soot?
Straight to business, huh? Looks like you're my type of guy. But even if I wanted to help you, I can't. Only his closest people know his whereabouts. I just distribute his stuff, and to be completely honest, I don't want or need to know more than when the next shipment is coming.
You must know the location they mentioned. Tell me where they took the police informant.
And if I tell you, what's in it for me?
Does everything you do have to come with a benefit?
I'm a businessman. That's the only language I speak.
How about the value of your life? Who would care more to save it, police or Soot?
Let's say I'm convinced. They've taken him to the ghost house. It's what they call one of their sites. From what I've gathered,
I
it's
like
that
ghosts.
big burned down building a bit down the road. Anyway, that's all I know.
That will have to suffice. For now.
Engineering level 6 required? Oof. $62 desk button, XCX180, 2,340 armored gate, 580 installation, total 2,000. Thank you for choosing security innovations. Desk button. Oh, that opened that gate that was over there, wasn't it? Nice. Man, this game's dialogue is so cheesy. No, yeah, it's I kind of think that they intentionally tried to make all the dialogue a little bit cheesy. You kind of like have gotten used to like all games that have cheesy dialogue as having bad writing. I think they were legitimately trying to. OCP training desk. Oh, that gave me a, you know, an experience. Okay, I can upgrade. So could get the enhanced scanning. Scanning lets you more often detect helpful information such as safe combination or discover hidden objects in rooms. Huh. Sure. I want to be a smart Robocop. I don't know if that's enough to like scan this or not. Note with safe code combination. Fake money. Tell the buyers to stop using made-up names for Nuke. None of this double cheese, auntie-in, hot sauce, body bags, and red fucking whatever. It only makes my guys confused, and that's bad for business. Pigs can't do shit, so there's no need to speak in code. These dopeheads will either buy Nuke or jack all. Your lovely superstardom boss, S. Well, sad to say, I don't think this arcade is going to stay open, Jeff. That one kid's going to be very disappointed. I think there's at least one more side quest I remember doing back during the demo. Don't remember where it was at. Except for the obvious bitches leave, what is your favorite Robocop line? Probably when, it's not really a great line, but it's just like the scene itself is like when, the very end when he's like trying to arrest the crooked OCP guy, and he can't because of his prime directive, and then like the actual head of OCP is like, "Blah, blah, blah, you're fired!" And then he's like, "Thank you," and he shoots him dead. I just thought that was like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like I said, simple lines are just effective that way.
If you feel lonely, you know where to find me, officer.
You know what? Brave to offer like the police officer your services, lady. I'm a man of culture, Dart. Picked a great moment. Yeah, well, like I said, there's very few bad moments in Robocop. I can't think of a single one, honestly.
No.
It's like there's like virtually no wasted scene.
Those people on the first floor are paranoid. They put blinds in the windows. Can't watch the TV no more.
I feel you, buddy. Feel you. If I catch any of you dopeheads washing jelly beans or marbles just for kicks, I'll make you pay for the parts you wrecked. So that's back that way. There's like one more side quest that I'm pretty sure I remember doing back when I played the demo that I would like to do rather than like go to the ghost house. Just don't recall where I found it at. And I think that means once I've done that, I've done all the side quests currently available here. This is where the car was stolen. Said his name was Murphy at the end was really impactful. Oh yeah, that one too. It's Murphy. What's your name, son? Shame we never got another good Robocop movie. Real shame. Gee. What did I walk in on? This is like, this guy's staring a holder at me like, yeah, it's my cat. One of it. Red Foreman from the 70s show is the guy who shoots Murphy up in the Robocop movie. I believe they is the same actor, yeah. He actually played a lot of villain characters. He's quite good at it. There's actually a lot of actors out there that got roles in like really happy, like positive TV shows that for most of their movie career actually just played horrible villains. Like, there's this other 90s sitcom. There's the one where like a family of aliens come to Earth. Was it Third Rock from the Sun? Like the dad was like the lead alien, but it was all goofy, but he like played nothing but like hardcore villains for like his entire like movie career. For a second I thought you were playing Skyrim and how that guy would, though, his face would have been way more like gormless if I'd have been playing Skyrim. Far more gormless. Does this game got a map? I don't have a map. Search for suit. Something I can't get over there yet. It's like blocked off. That'll be like later in the game. The dad from Third Rock, yeah. John Lithgow was insanely good as a villain on Dexter. Personally, though, I think the best villain that currently usually plays good guys, who's even demonstrated his villainous in real life, is Alec Baldwin. Guy straight up murders people. Side quests? I know there's a side quest here. God damn it, give it to me. Give me the quest. Daddy need. Manslaughter? Well, yeah. Come on, don't ruin my moments. Manslaughter here, murder there. Who's really counting, you know? So, are there good parts of Detroit still left, chat? Like, or has it all just become like urban destruction, decay? It has to be like a nice area or two, right? Where am I? I'm over here. No. I guess I can check down this area. That might be where that quest is at. Detroit has gotten better, but it still can be rough from what I understand. Yeah, definitely there's definitely be rough neighborhoods in it. I just remember like just like a few years ago, it was like oof. Like, oof. Like I think there's like large sections of it there just like no one even lives anymore. It's just like abandoned. So you can get property out there for pretty cheap. There's an oof. A live oof reaction. Thank you for the bits, Polycarp. Finally, we heard a dog in the game. Been here? Maybe that was only available in that side quest was only available in the demo. I returned with an adult beverage. There is impossible to hear the term adult beverage without thinking like a kid trying to sound like they're an adult. One adult film, please. One alcoholic beverage, your finest, good sir. Maybe not. Maybe that, maybe it's the latter. I don't know. I'm not coming across it, so maybe it's available later on. One drug. Yes, I would like to apply for one motor vehicle registration. And I'd like it quickly, thank you. Yeah, I'm assuming that that mission was like either saved for later now, because it's not showing up. Either that or I just don't remember where it was at. One adult motor vehicle registration, yes. Alright, I guess we'll head to the ghost house. To the ghost house, chat. We'll make that our finale of tonight. Or like another one. I'd like your finest tattoo, good sir. Then again, you don't really need to be 18 to get a tattoo, right? You get that at like what? What's the youngest age you can get a tattoo? Or is there even like anything about that? I should probably also save my game. Oh, it saves automatically. Never mind. 18, really? I remember some kids who were clearly under 18 back in high school had them. Yeah, if your parents give you permission, you get it earlier. But then he was like, oh yes, I got a letter from my mother that I can get you a fine tattoo, sir. Here you go. I've produced it from my pocket.
You need to be taught some manners.
And you do not need testicles. Pain, actually it hurts. There better be a mission in this game where I find out who's supplying everyone with grenades. Go over that way. Dicks must be shot. Dicks must be shot. Crime must be stopped. Assault rifle. It is weird, like, having, like, Robocop use an AK-47. First saw Robocop as an 8-year-old, and I distinctly remember him shooting a lot of guys in the dick. To be fair, in the movie, he only shoots one guy in the dick. But there is a famous YouTube parody video where they just took that idea and made him shoot everyone in the dick. That I think actually has fooled a lot of people into thinking it's canon. Because it actually looked pretty damn close to the movie. Like the MK11 fatality where Robocop goes for the crotch shot. Of course they would make him do that. Is that your grenade? Here, I threw you back at it. This is gonna chunk some people. Chunk all the balls. I want them extra saucy. Like, you need to be chilly out of all these testicles once I'm done. Don't forget to take out the trash. Don't forget to feed the dog. So dramatic. Just a shot to the balls, man. You died like you were in a Western. Well, I'm glad you got that line in before I shot yours off. Robocop doesn't take fall damage, you say? Most games would have an only knife run. This game should have an only dick kills run. I'm doing my best to get in right now. Oh god. Damn, bro. There's an achievement for getting a certain number. I think I've already got it. Any health canisters anywhere? Could really use with some good stuff. Hope Steven Seagal is in this game. We can imagine every enemy is him. All balls destroyed. I'm glad they don't make you move slow when you're using a big heavy-ass machine gun. Like other games, lesser games want you to do. So we'll come this way after we like go down there.
Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find
those batteries on your testicles are giving me ideas.
All great questions, but could you untie me first?
Oh, this was the mission I was thinking of with this guy.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know
Can
how
I
you
get kicked in the nuts? And from what I've heard, it really sucks. It really does. That being said, I don't think women like getting kicked in the groin either. It's still not going to be great. Let's see. Your civic duty to help.
It is a privilege and a merit for civilians to assist the police in capturing wanted fugitives.
Well said. What can I say? I'm a sucker when it comes to helping the cops. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed
I think it's just a very different type of pain women and men and experience from blows there.
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really
For
about.
men, it's like literally going to put you out.
we,
If you get hit hard enough, you're not going anywhere for a while. Not only does it like hurt, like a deep hurt, you're feeling sick for like the next day or so.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it. There's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries, so they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, a good business is where you find it.
I like this little detail of his nose clearly being broken and never like healed properly. Weapon upgrade chip. Okay. I also leveled up. I guess we'll get the shockwave. Pickles is a good guy if you treat him right. I think he's got like a side quest you can do with him. use some dill in your life. I've never liked pickles that much myself, if I'm being perfectly honest. Why not pickles? Safe here now. There's no danger in this place. Pickles is your favorite character? Damn, you like him that much, or you?
It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
My lips stopped moving in that mid-sentence.
May our city have mercy on him.
How do you know this, Briggs?
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom. And I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
You seem proficient in undertaking police tasks. Ever thought of making a living out of it?
Oh no. One thing
I'm not a pickle guy, chat. I'm an onion man.
Cops, you know,
give me some sauteed onions. I'm a happy man.
I think those are great ideas.
Smash them right into the burger.
And when I need it, I tend to forget about the other stuff. So
get them sauteed, a little bit of char on them. Good stuff. All you need in life, Chad.
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going
like
to
make a smash burger, but put some like sauteed onions, like saute the onions directly into the smash burger. Good stuff.
He always tells me to be
I feel like I'd be a pickled onion man. I've actually never tried pickled onions. I thought about pickling them before, but never did it. I can caramelize your onions. I begin to wonder if we're still talking about food.
Need to go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
Gee, that sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh boy, you're a tough negotiator. But surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
Let us go now.
We will proceed with haste.
Oh, for God's
sake. You know you're not much of a cook, but I know you're not much of a cook, but cooking's a cooking stream today? You're asking me for a cooking stream?
Hey, Tin Man.
Well, I like cooking. There's a little bit, I just have a limited amount of things I do normally cook, but I'm not planning to do a cooking stream today.
Burning a hole in my pocket.
Cook for us, internet clown. Like I said, I don't even have the means because there's no computer set up in my kitchen. So one of you want to like donate or like, you know, like, hey, I've got a brand new Macintosh laptop, a burning hole in your pocket, you want to donate. Then I'll do some cooking streams for you.
Apartment 21.
Hey, you returned, Splitter.
Man, my hands are sweaty.
Are you going into a drug-related withdrawal? Do you require medical assistance?
What? No, I'm just nervous. Me and Gail have a complicated relationship.
Are PCs in this game still thick? They use CRT monitors despite it being set in the 2040s, so yes.
Inevitably I'll do something she doesn't approve of.
Like Steve.
You know, even without ray tracing, you can still do impressive lighting in game like that.
What a mansion!
What a rundown apartment building. What a rat hole. You're set in the 2040s? I feel like I'm being attacked now. One day, I'll be set in the 2040s. Hopefully by then we've hit that whole technological singularity so I can just like dive into computer simulations.
Robocop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
Oh, no, 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 no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
I can't stand him.
Leave you with the sex bots.
I'm sure he
and let
has
you
something
die.
to do with Mike being missing. Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
I've already reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that? Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction. That's where the
Robocop
leads
reboot, he
were
gets to
taking
meet
him.
his wife and kids. You feel bad for his
Tried
wife.
to convince him not to
Technically, in
It seemed
Robocop 2,
dangerous, but he felt
he does
sorry
meet
for
his
that
wife,
old
but
lady.
he like
He went against his
decides
own
not
rules
to let her
and me.
believe
He left
that
angry
he's Murphy. So he like tells her they made this face in his image, and that it's not her husband. It's a pretty sad scene,
But maybe it's in his files.
but it's also in a very mean-spirited movie.
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
Feels weird hearing Robocop say pickles.
Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Robocop reboot could have been good if it wasn't a
That
PG. I remember I didn't
unappreciative
watch it, but I remember there being a
asshole
plot point of like it's not
constantly
even
gets
like Robocop in control. It's like an
He was
AI,
always there to get
like
him
doing
out.
all the movements for
You
him.
guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
I think I have everything I need for now.
Is your friend
Knowing
Tomato
you're on the
here?
case makes me a little less anxious, Robocop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not
And bacon and lettuce, are they also your friend,
didn't
your
know how to
your
tell him.
husband's friends?
He's
Your
a
head
smart
hurts. I'm gonna
kid,
go
and I
sleep.
think he
Can't wait to do
suspects
cooking streams with you, Dart. What are we
You
cooking?
maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him
What
should
are you in the mood for?
fire in his britches.
I will make sure.
Generally, the only food-related stream idea I have on my plate to think of doing is that one where I would eat a bunch of food from my childhood. That doesn't really require cooking, since it's all like pre-made stuff. So you get me like making pizza rolls, Kool-Aid, what was the name? Potted meat and crackers. There's some other things here and there. Just like, hey, does this still hold up? Framed photo of the Briggs family. Mustard water, mustard water. You discovered a new recipe. Yeah, also I'd have to eat some frozen hot dogs in that stream as well, because that was something I used to eat as a kid.
Much as expected.
I still to
We are
this day
not
think I'm the
done.
only person who liked his hot dogs
We're
frozen.
not. You still have that watch, do you not? There
It's like a
is
meat
someone
sickle,
who needs
Chad.
to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
You just stick a fork in it, bite into it. It's good stuff. When you're a kid, chat, you're allowed to be retarded with your food. Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't add Dingus.
We
Waited
must
till
get
Kingdom
to
Hearts
the
4.
basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time?
Yes.
Is it like
Robocop
time to
be
kick
ballin'.
my ass?
We are going to remind Gale's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure.
How fast would one go to jail if they took crystal meth on a live stream? I'm not sure, but it would
Bummer.
be compelling
He's not here.
evidence.
Maybe these guys saw him?
I do remember that there was that one guy just like last year who essentially admitted to murdering his girlfriend on a live stream and then got arrested shortly after that.
Good evening, citizens. I need...
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a
What the
mechanic
fuck? Yeah,
up
he
the
tried to
road.
use... What he did is he recorded a live stream and then it was he recorded a video and that played it on his Twitch channel and pretended like it was live because he's trying to set up like an alibi for himself. Like, I was streaming that day, officer. It couldn't possibly have killed her. And then he wouldn't killed her. But he was so stupid that even during the video that he was displaying to his chat, he like made jokes about basically doing something like that. And it was super obvious that it wasn't actually live, it was just a video. And then they even found the video on his computer. And he got busted. So he wasn't exactly the master criminal he thought he was.
We all have to obey the rules of the games we play. Unsportsmanlike conduct makes all players look bad.
That's right, fool. That was a technical foul.
I didn't know he's so delicate. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid.
Who plays
His name's
basketball in the middle of the fucking night?
He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for
I
the
near you
information.
shot his wife in the car
Congrats,
on the way
guys.
to family photos.
We just
Jesus
became
Christ.
police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I
He
see
just
a
like
couple of
zoomed out
drawings
of that
over there.
cutscene. This whole game's set at night. I don't know. So far, yes.
Ah, there's more over there.
I mean, that is when the criminal underbelly comes alive, right?
Oh man, are we really jaywalking? That's a $100 fine. Huh.
Fake crime.
I guess we're conducting an investigation.
Good night. Hey, Spooter, you have a good night, man.
Daniel! Come on, kid! Where are you? You should be somewhere around.
Shoe print, size 7.
That's gotta be his.
Fuck pieces.
They threw out the chalk here.
Must have found something more interesting.
I remember moving the van last time, so.
Yes, it allows me to see things that are not there anymore.
Oh, so it's kind of like new.
No clues or traces. Gonna eat some pizza next weekend. Been saving up for
it's
that.
Locked. They did not go inside.
Man, I've been saving up all week. You getting the good stuff, my friend? Getting the good shit? You treating yourself? savor it before the holidays. Yeah, you don't want pizza during Christmas, right? Or Thanksgiving. But if you are civil, no, I keep forgetting. Not everyone here is Americans, and not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving.
Better hurry.
Do it. Come on. End him. What are you waiting for? Fuck him up. He's laughing at you.
Hey, what the hell's going on over there? Yo! Daniel!
Oh no. It's the cops. I don't want to go to jail for this shit.
Is that a gun? Oh, you're in so much trouble, kid.
No, it's not.
Whoa! What the hell? You're lucky that Tin Man here doesn't have a real heart. He'd have a hole in it right about now.
Sorry, sir.
You will be once your dad hears about this.
My dad's missing, so he can't tell me nothing. My mom said that he's out on
Weirdly
an
enough, this is
assignment,
one of the
but I
better
know
looking, like,
he's not coming
children in a video game I've come across, because usually children in video games look terrible. Also, Polycar, man, thank you for the 5 gift subs. If anyone here got a nice, big, juicy gift sub from Polycar, give him some thanks.
And someone got the drop on him.
Much appreciated, my dude.
But that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going to be the one that shoots first. That's why my friends say
Your friends are knuckleheads.
Listen to
If you
Pickles,
to
alright?
them, you're a knucklehead too. Come on. Sit down. We need to talk.
Pickles, the kindly bum.
Those friends of yours, they take the easy way out. You don't want to go down that road. It leads to a dark, lonely place. Do you know why your dad is such a stickler for the rules?
'cause he's a chump.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not always easy to do the right thing. It takes strength.
And you think my dad has that kind of strength?
Are you kidding me? Your father has enough strength for the both of us. He even helped an ungrateful addict that he found in one of these buildings that smelled of rotting garbage, half dead and covered in vomit. And instead of writing him off, your father opened his home to him because that was the right thing to do. That's strength. Don't you think there's someone else who could use
His wife seemed to disagree with that. She didn't like you too much.
See,
Who's cutting onions?
You
Pickles is, that's who.
you can start by giving her this. She's looking for it.
This cheap old thing?
Is he going to arrest me?
No, it's your first offense. So he'll let you off with a warning. Right?
No, he is going to juvenile.
Right.
It's late. Let's get you home.
Well, you told my mom about the gun?
No, she doesn't like me already. Thanks for the help, Tin Man. I'll talk to you later.
Everyone loves Pickles all of a sudden.
Hey, partner. What's the status on the old slaughterhouse?
I had to take care of something. We can go there soon.
Sure thing. Pick me up at the station when you're done.
How does one leave this back alley trash heap? Pickles is the best. I hope he's a recurring character and then doesn't totally die in a sad, moment. Too good for this hellish earth. Side objectives, I think I've done all of them.
This is where Soot is supposedly hiding.
Can't really call it hiding if he sent invitations to the whole city. A bit rude he forgot about us.
At least
you
I will
missed
not
some
feel
evidence or
bad
something.
crashing this
And
party.
like I said, I only cared about side missions. I think I've done all of them.
Murphy, I was thinking about what happened to you at the TV station. Maybe you shouldn't...
No need for alarm. Becker's chip is keeping my circuits in check.
You're more than just circuits, Murphy. Underneath all that metal, there's still you.
Can I exchange
Alex
you for
Murphy is
pickles so he can give me these
We
life
lost
lessons,
his
Lois? Or Lewis?
And despite that burden, you carry on. You've done more for this city dead than anyone has alive. That has to count for something. I'm gonna shut up now. Just take this little something to remind you of what I've just said. Open it the next time Becker gets under your skin. Also, don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you.
The search suit.
Concert in an old slaughterhouse? I suppose it fits those animals. Place looks deserted. Are you sure your junkie friend didn't mix up the venues?
He is the type who likes to mix things up. We shall have to see.
That being said, Chad, I think we're going to stop there for the night, because I already went over live an extra 30 minutes. Would like to see, take on Suit, but we'll save that for tomorrow. That way we can get right into it, without all the, the sidetracking. But, holy well, yeah, you know what? I like this game. We're definitely going to finish it, too. Chat seems you guys were digging it a lot as well, which always is good to see when chat's, energized. Honestly, chat, I might like this a little bit more than Cyberpunk in some ways. Just because it's, you know what? I don't know. I can connect with the world a little bit more. Oh, we want more Pickles. Pickles, Game of the Year character, huh? Dick shooting is always fun. You know what? I will get it out of my system for this game. No more dick shooting after it. Sleepy, chat, sleepy. Best actor, obviously. This game is interesting. I mean, I like it for being the fact that it's not a big AAA production, but it still offers up a lot of the same feeling as you'd get for something like that. Like, it's not an open world game, thankfully. It's just like a city block or two, which is just enough to give you the feeling of being in a city without getting too expensive for the developers. And they basically were able to focus on the feeling of being on the streets of each individual one rather than have them all be kind of blurring together. I would honestly want more games like that, just AA games that still feel kind of, I don't know. They have that feeling of you know what? Had this game had $100 million in development, it definitely could have been AAA, but you like it just as is. Not every game needs to be just that epic defining game for a generation. You have a broom because you swept me off my feet? No, but I have a net. Don't ask me why, I have several. I also have bolas and handcuffs. I am clearly into big game hunting. Same with me, A24. Yeah, not everything needs to be a big blockbuster. Some things can be perfectly fine being small and limited in some ways and focusing on certain core elements of it, which I feel like this game is actually smartly done. It's not tried to be everything. It's focusing on, you know what? This is what it's like to be Robocop on foot in the city. So, yeah, I'm appreciating it. I'm down with it. So, Dark Watch, you have a good night, man. So, Chad, that is it for me tonight. I thank you all for watching me. Thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs as well. Much appreciated. I'll put that toward the holidays. Gonna need it. Still got some more gift shopping to do. But also, thank you guys for being here with me tonight. You've been amazing. Very good chat energy all around. If you're new here, hit the follow button, please. And you can also join my Discord by typing in the Discord code down below, or you can find the banner for it down below as well. But before I go, thank you for the bits, subs and stuff again once more. Thank you to the mod team. Thanks for everyone in chat. I am, I'm running out of social battery juice, so I'm gonna get off now, and I will, well, get off as a stream, not in the other way of getting off. So I'm gonna end the stream now, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'm also gonna be recording my lines for the Mortal Kombat 1 video tomorrow, so my voice might be a little strained, but you know what? It won't matter. I'll still be streaming. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.